Niner! That's it. Niner! Singing ooh la la. You know, fam, this time next week, I worried what kind of mood we're gonna be in, you know? So I'm getting all my good time fun now. God. Tense week. 49ers sandwiches, I wasn't playing. No. I had this game circled like everybody else way back in May when they first came out with the schedule. I said, oh my God. No, I can't wait till that week. And that anger has not subsided. No. The 49ers are still pissed off. They're keeping it low key. I imagine it's being left a lot low key than we could even know about. You just don't even know. I bet those guys running around the locker room thinking, man, we've been waiting for this for a whole friggin' year, man. Let's hurry up and get out there. Come on Sunday. Because the 49ers versus Eagles exchange of rhetoric for reflecting postseason magnitude in week 13. It's getting crazy. The questions continue, though, about the NFCCG of last season. The Niners versus Eagles game in week 13 it's radiating that playoffs vibe, you know? It's like the SummerSlam or what do WWE has, you know, it's like preview and promote the next event coming up. Because later for all the other football games on the league, they don't matter. It's this one. It is this one. The talk going back and forth between the two teams is as bitter as if the playoffs were this weekend. You're really getting down and dirty. To the phones we go for your take on the temperature. The temp. That is getting warmer and warmer and warmer as a rematch from last season's Niners versus Eagles NFCCG. Pick it up steam, fam. This is going to be that weekend that's like, after the weekend, you'll be glad you can be glad you're a football fan, in particular a 49er fan, because everybody else doesn't matter. But to be a football fan this weekend, man, after Thanksgiving's over, sit back, drive down the home stretch. Who's going to get the seed that's going to make the difference? Oh! And this Sunday features one of the most anticipated matchups of the season. Niners 8-3, travel to face the Eagles in Philly 10-1. And that is the worst 10-1. I don't care what anybody says. Ronbo, man, you see everything through red and gold glasses. I'm just saying, man, Philly's been staggering along and getting away with games, just barely getting away with games, just barely getting away. You know what? That does not look to me like something that's going to be okay. Well, we'll see, because I can speak too soon on it. Oh, it's the rematch. The rematch. Let's get ready to rumble! Ah! Oh, man. I can feel it already. We're not even in the middle of the weekend. Eagles are riding a 5-game winning streak, while the Niners have won 3 straight since screwing that up in October. You know what, though? I'm not bothered by that. When I think about those losses and what they mean now and the big picture, it's okay. It's okay. The 49ers apparently they need a beatdown at least once. Remember last year? Kansas City came in there and just mopped the floor with the 49ers. And after that game, the 49ers snapped out of it. I mean, they really did. Fans and players have had the Week 13 matchup circled on the calendar since the schedule was released, as I mentioned back in May. Ain't nobody playing, man. Debo Samuel told Kay Adams on this particular Tuesday morning, as they do every week. Well, we know everybody's going to be riled up for this game, and we just got to stay level-headed and just go out there and play Niner football. What does that mean to you, fam? Niner, what does it mean? What does it mean to play Niner football? It's got a real definition this year, too. Hit him in the face, kick him. Anyway, any loss leaves a bad taste, but a playoff loss is particularly devastating and hard to get over. Most of us haven't gotten over that yet because of the way it went down and how come it went down the way it did. Debo has been to the NFC Championship game 3 times in his career and lost twice, even though he acknowledges that last season's defeat in Philly feels like a distant memory, but you know he's just talking. He insists that Sunday's matchup is just another game on the schedule. This is what you got when the media or anybody else is talking to you about this game. That's where you have to say it. Don't show anybody any emotions. Don't do it. Because what you really want to say is, Can't wait to get your bleeps back in the field, man. Because your bleeps, no better damage. Bleep. You know, you can't let that go in front of media people because they'll print every last word you say. And people will look at that more than they will what you said and make judgments. Debo said, quote, you always got that bitter taste in your mouth. What it's going to take us to get over that hump to get where we want to be. And we just got to do what we've been doing all season long besides the 3 losses that we had, unquote. Because, fam, you know, in last season's NFC title game, Brock Purdy suffered a UCL injury early on, and his backup was not completely out of the contest. See, you know what? Here's the thing I got to say about the Eagles, and if you're having a conversation with an Eagle fan, he can tell you, what, y'all couldn't handle, if you couldn't handle the heat, man, you hell get up out the kitchen. You can't say nothing. They came in there and physically mauled the 49ers, killed the quarterback, beat him down to the ground, broke one of them's arm. And see, that's what football's all about, actually. That's all right. That's right, the rematch. And that, of course, limited the offense, forcing the team to become one-dimensional, relying solely on its rushing attack. That's never going to do. So anybody who says, well, you guys were in the game, you had 4 quarters of football to play, why didn't you go ahead and do something about it? That's an idiot. Don't even talk to that person. Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick. This week, Reddick shared his honest thoughts about 49ers players, downplaying the Eagles' success in the NFC Championship game, beating an injury-hampered team. Quote, talk's cheap. You know they get to come back in the Lincoln Field, of course. It was a lot of boo-hoos last year, a lot of crying, a lot of what if, a lot of this, a lot of that. They get a chance to come back in here, line that bleep up, and prove it again. Unquote. Hassan, you know what? Hassan, you got to know, this is good because I'm glad you did that. What you did last year has already made a lot of 49ers mad. And now you in here talking trash? Oh, bruh. You know you're going to be a target all game long, right? I wish I had, hockey, you got guys that don't necessarily have to play the whole game. But they're going, I forget the name for those guys, but they go out and they mangle up the other team's star because they know they're going to get thrown out of the game. They don't care. See, I wish we had one of them kind of enforcers we could send out there to hit Reddick so hard he wouldn't even know his name. He pisses me. Makes me mad. Debo responded, though. And Debo's, hey, man, we'll catch you on Sunday. Unquote. Good, Debo. I'm proud of you. A lot of us would have been that nice. Now I'm looking forward to see how their now healthy team can do against the Eagles. And for further motivation, this game presents an opportunity for San Francisco to close the gap on filling the race for home field advantage in the playoffs. When asked, what is he looking forward to the most? Debo responded with this: we just have a healthy Niner team and just the matchup, all the trash talk. All this has been going back and forth, whether this person is that person or whatever. But I feel like we have a healthy team right now. I'm just looking forward to get out here and go against these guys. You know, I love the restraint, the emotional control. I really do. I'm so proud of my guys, man, or our guys. He goes on to say, we know we're coming out there and playing Niner football, and hey, we're playing pretty good football right now. I feel like it's going to be a good matchup, and may the best team win. Debo. Nick Bosa said something while Niners players downplay the revenge factor this weekend's matchup, emphasizing it's just another game. As Debo just did, they acknowledge they added significance of facing the top-seeded Eagles. Nick Bosa said this morning on Murph and Mack, I'm not much of a trash talker myself, but I think it's okay, I gotta work on my my Nick Bosa. That one person that does Nick Bosa. Anyway, Nick goes on to say it's a huge game, obviously with the seeding and all that. We're different teams this year. We're at different spots and in different conditions that we were when we played last year. Translation: we ain't broke, we ain't sick this year, we ain't hurt. Let's do this. Unquote. Fam, A.J. Brown, he called on fans in Twitter or X to troll Debo Samuel this week ahead of the game. They're good friends, so I didn't get real mad. Because A.J., man, what are you doing? Eagles fans, quote, this is a quote, Eagles fans, it's Troll at 19 Problems Week. You have my permission. AJ, don't you turn them Neanderthal stupid. Fam, you know what? I tell you what, you'll probably see me over there later. Anyway. But I just can't get over Riddick, man. Talk is cheap. They got to come back into the link. It was a lot of boo-hoos last year, a lot of crying, a lot of what if, a lot of this, a lot of that. They get a chance to come back in here, line that bleep up, and prove it again. Fam, you ever played ball before? If you play ball, you know how that feeling is when you first get on the field. You got your nerves are going nuts. You can't wait. You need to get hit in order to be able to just get into it. Yeah, this is the rhetoric is hitting. Oh man, fam. You know what? One more thing I want to share with you here. See, the 49ers. I want to look at team offense, right? 11 games apiece. All right. Points scored, 310. 49ers, 310. Your total yards, 4,007. 49ers, 4,247. Plays, 736. See the contrast here? 49ers only 666, and they're doing as much work as the Philly Eagles are. Yards per play, 5.4 for Philly, 6.4 for San Francisco. Turnovers, they got 16 over in Philly. We got 10. Fumbles, they got 6. We got 4. First downs, they got 250. We got 247. Completions, 242. We got 216. Passing attempts, 356, 309. Every bit as efficient with a lot less effort. I mean, somebody may read that a little differently. I don't. Passing yards, 2,541. And here's where, as I said, is emphasized. Passing yards, 2,541. 49ers, 2,751. I know about the yak. I don't care. It's all part of the football game. All right? Passing touchdowns, they got 18. We got 19. INTs, they got 10. We got 6. Net yards per attempt, 6.6. And us, 8.3. Up and down the stats. I can go on like this for a long time. I'm not going to, though, because I want to get you on the phone. But let me go with the team defense. They've given up 246 points. 49ers, 170. Even while we've been complaining about our DC, we're not getting outworked by the Eagles. Eagles have total yards, 3,751. I imagine this is much given up. We got 3,248 given up. Plays on defense, 718. 49ers, 674. Getting it done for less effort. Yards per play, 5.2. 49ers, 4.8. 14 turnovers for Philly. 14 turnovers forced. 14. 49ers have forced how many? 21. Fumble recoveries, they got 8. We got 6. First downs allowed, they allowed 232 times. 49ers, 203. Passing attempts allowed, 456. 49ers, 416. We are superior than this team in every category in just about every phase except maybe 1 or 2. There's no reason to go out there and lose that game this week. There really isn't. I just want to run down to you, let you know, if you get to it with an Eagle fan, let him know, just show him the numbers, just shut the bleep up. God, I can't wait till Sunday. Oh, Jimmy G says, Eagles' only loss is to a team coached by Robert Saleh. I know. Former Niner defensive coordinator, I'm sure a lot of Saleh's defense still intact. Interested because Kyle Shanahan would have told D.C. Wilkes, look, we're not going to change a lot of things. I wanted to come over and enhance some of the things we're doing, but we're not going to just change to a different defense. So I guess we'll keep that going. Thanks, Jimmy G. Is that the same one? Okay. Let's go to the phone for Papa Dragon. Feel that rockin'. I'll rock it. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh, sorry, Pop.
What? Ronbo, you seem to be a very confident man.
I'm pissed off. You know, Bob, this game, we've been going down through the season, and I've been relatively calm about games. I said, you know what, man, these Eagles, man, especially Hassan Reddick did it. I was cool. I was rational until I started reading some of the things he was saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead, fam. Oh, confident, yes.
Ronbo, there is something very powerful about to happen, and it seems like a little thing until it's too late. It's always amazing to see how much trouble a little water can cause.
Yes.
Fam, if you have a new house, if you have wood floors, do yourself a favor and change those toilet seals. Because a little drop of water can ruin the floor and cost you tens of thousands of dollars. That's how powerful water is. So you should take water seriously, Ronbo.
I do.
The key to this game.
It created the Grand Canyon. Go ahead.
It's Kyle Shanahan. Does Kyle Shanahan practice wet conditions with his football team? No, because he's a system coach. His system overcomes all. They don't practice with a wet ball. So, Brock, if you're listening, Brock, make sure you're soaking some balls down real good and you practice throwing because you didn't look too good throwing a wet ball last time we saw you. That was also windy. Kyle, Mr. Shanahan, it might be a good idea for you to revisit the last time you won in wet conditions. That was 2019. And the offense didn't score a touchdown.
Hey, wait. What about the Washington game? Don't forget about the Washington game.
Yeah.
That was a lake.
That's what I'm talking about. Though he lost that game, but he lost against. I'm just saying it's a long list. Last time he won was that one. It might have been Washington.
We beat the Commanders.
Yeah. That's the only one.
I know.
Now, the last time Purdy led a fourth quarter comeback was against the Raiders in overtime. Ronbo, can you please tell me what his stats were before he kicked the field goal?
I cannot. You can though. Go ahead.
His stats in that game before they kicked the winning field goal was a kneel down because the defense got the ball back on a turnover. He knelt down, and then they kicked the winning field goal. So we got to protect this quarterback.
Yes.
We got to prepare this quarterback.
Yes.
We got to protect this quarterback some more in order to win the game.
Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of people keep saying that the Eagles are lucky.
They are.
Well, Ronbo, there's a saying where I come from. Luck favors the prepared.
That's been true.
Luck favors the prepared. And preparation falls on Shanahan's head. That's what I got to say. This is on Shanahan. This is on him. If he's the leader of this team, if he's the head coach of this football team, is he going to be prepared? Or is he going to miss throwing a challenge flag, which could have prevented a touchdown? And theoretically, possibly prevented his quarterback from getting killed. Or is he going to sit there looking at that sheets in front of him, those laminated pages, and not pay attention to the flow of the game? Not paying attention to the fact that the Eagles ignore play action. That's why they suck against the run. They know it's a passing league. They're going straight to the quarterback. So, that being said, Ronbo, do you still feel confident?
Every bit and more. And let me tell you something else. That is not the same.
Tell me why.
That is not the same Brock Purdy as it was. He was just left his mama's house from having dinner. I'm telling you right now, Brock Purdy knows how to step up in the pocket. He's seen everything there is to see. The Eagles ain't bringing nothing he ain't seen, nothing new, not at this point. So I have all the confidence in the world. That little boy that they beat up last year, he left the building.
You know, he left the man. That's for sure. I don't doubt that. But I doubt his ability to play in the conditions.
Yeah.
And I do doubt Shanahan's stupidity. I doubt his greatness is what I doubt. Not his stupidity, because he's a smart guy, but I doubt what makes him great, what makes him a genius. That's what I doubt.
See, okay, on the flip side of this coin, though, Film, Brock Purdy's one thing, but Jalen Hurts, and I know he's at home and they play in that kind of weather maybe all the time, but the pure hell that is coming at him, it equals whatever Brock's going to have to deal with. And so I'm thinking on that page, they may be equal as far as what they got to endure and what they got to overcome.
You may be right, but I will say this. The Niners better be prepared to play 5 quarters, because what happened against the Bills is that they literally wore the Bills out. And what happened at the end of the game is that Hurts walked right up the middle of the field for a touchdown against a physically depleted Bills defense. That's what the Eagles do to you with their offensive line. They beat you up for 3 quarters. In the 4th quarter, you can't do nothing to stop them. Are we prepared?
I think so. I think we match up quite well. In fact, I still see an advantage. You see, the only reason the Bills lost that game, the only reason the Kansas City Chiefs lost that game was mistakes they made. Not because the Eagles beat them up, but because they made mistakes. They dropped passes.
Ronbo.
Misunderstood things between each other. Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Jalen Hurts had like 35 yards in the first 2 quarters or something, first quarter and a half. And at the end of the game, he just walks up the middle of the field into the end zone. Isn't this supposed to be NFL?
I've seen it.
Shouldn't there be somebody just to deplete him?
I dare him.
No, I don't. We shall see. We shall see.
I'll see.
We shall. It's like I said before. For the 49ers to win this game, they need to go up early and stay up. And stay up. They need to be up by at least 2 scores.
I fully agree on that.
If they're up 2 scores, they should win this game. If they are behind, they're in trouble.
And it doesn't matter who they're playing.
Push all the way down the field.
Bob, I love it. We got to go, fam. I ain't gonna be back tomorrow. I'll be back Friday.
Okay. All right.
Good stuff.
Shout out to
Good
Big
stuff,
Show, Jalen, Tony. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Shout out to Chill Pill Phil, Big Show, Ellis, Sharon, and all the ladies. We out.
Yeah. Give out best to Bam and Boom. I love them. And Mama Dragon. Bob, I'll see you Friday, man. We can talk some more about this. I'll be ready. Looking for you. All right, fam.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Evan.
Ronbo.
Evan, how you doing tonight?
Good. How's your night going?
No, I didn't sleep. I probably won't sleep until Monday. Evan, Pop made some very valid points. You want to counter or you want to add on, or what is your some of the rhetoric that's going on in the exchanges, the complete profiling and voguing that both teams are doing. See you guys. Ooh. Okay, go ahead, Phil. I'm listening. We're listening.
I mostly agree with him. The only part I don't agree with is, I don't think our defense would let Jalen Hurts run up the middle for 35 like they did.
I guarantee that. I don't care what time it is. It could be 17.
We have a way better defense than the Bills do. I mean, we have an all-pro almost at every position.
With an attitude,
I think
motivation.
Yep. Yeah, and I was watching, I forget what show it was, but Jalen Hurts, he has the record in the NFL for holding on to the ball the longest out of every quarterback this year.
For a couple of years now. I know.
Yeah, so something's got to give. With Chase and Bosa and Hardgrave, I think they're going to get to him. But the thing we have to watch out for is over pursuing, because if Chase and Bosa crash in too hard, then that'll give them a lane to just
run,
scoot out of there. And so they got to be disciplined with the rush, not over pursue, over penetrate, because he'll kill us if that's the case.
Yep.
Yeah. So they got a game plan for that, and hopefully Kyle isn't so egotistical. Maybe he can call Rob Saleh this week and be like, hey, give me some pointers on what you guys did. Maybe watch the Jets film and see see how they contained him.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that. And it had Jalen Hurts forcing him to play pocket quarterback. No matter what anybody says, he's not bad. But if he's forced to do only that, he becomes vulnerable.
Yeah, that's our best. That's the best shot. They're going to try to obviously take away CMC and make Brock beat us with other guys. So we got to take away his element to run, because that's what makes him so dangerous.
Yep.
Detroit versus everybody.
Anyways, and then on the defensive side or offensive side, I was watching their game against the Bills, and there's holes in the middle of their defense, and that's where we like to carve up a lot of the defenses. So I think we'll be okay on offense because I saw
midfield
a lot of
they are weak sisters in protecting inside the linebackers. Who are those people? See?
Yeah, I mean, if you put Christian in the slot, it's over because their linebackers do not have any speed. I was watching the Bills game.
Same here.
Yeah, and I watched them against the Commanders when Chase was still there, and their linebackers aren't that great. I mean, they're serviceable, but they're not anything great. So and the Commanders they almost won the game I was watching. So I mean, if the Commanders can hang with them, I'm pretty confident in our team.
Look down the schedule. I'm telling you. Look down the schedule of the teams. They didn't just they escaped. I said, you know what? The Eagles, they're escaping every week. They remind me of last year's Vikings. Vikings 10-0. The Vikings, they lost the damn game yet. Oh my God! And then when the truth came true, toward the end of the season and into the playoffs, nothing. I knew it.
Yeah, at this point, Ronbo, it's December football. I mean, we know who the contenders are in each conference at this point. On our side, it's the Eagles, Cowboys, and us, and Lions, and on the AFC, it's the Chiefs and the I'll say Dolphins, Ravens, and maybe the Texans or Jags. So
those are dark horse teams.
You know which team.
Yeah,
you know who's good by now.
Yeah.
So we got one against the Cowboys, and they got one against the Cowboys. So, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm glad you brought that up. Where is Texas boy here? Oh, he is. See, everybody can use the Cowboys as a measure of how good you're doing. When really, the Cowboys are not probably a good measure. If you only beat the Cowboys and nobody else, you probably still have a problem. But go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not overconfident. I'm not like cocky confident, but I think we're going to be okay, Ronbo. And
it's not homerism. It's
if anything,
it's just real.
Yeah,
the numbers say so.
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards either way. The NFC Championship is going to go through Philly, so let's go in there and bust them in the mouth. Because if we do, and we win big, and we win convincingly, guess what? When playoffs come around, they got to do it again. Philly's not going to be, talking all that shit. They're going to be like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Because, see, this will make everything right. It really will. Not that we didn't get over the Super Bowl last year, but the fact is, Hassan Reddick talking about, y'all talking all that about this, whatever. Come on in here then. Okay, Hassan, if indeed the results are as some of us predict, will you offer an apology later on? I mean, I said no. So this is all a bunch of bravado that just has to happen in a machismo game like football. That's fine. I'll be because you and I will be satisfied, and everybody else in the Niner Empire will be satisfied. Told you, mother. But we're not the same team as we were last year. I understand that. We're defensively, we're probably a little stronger. So that's fine. Let's just do this. I'm ready.
Yeah, and Brock did have a bad game in Cleveland with the wet weather and all that, but Ronbo, I seen him play in Iowa State where it was be pouring down rain, and he was fine. So I don't know if it was just he wasn't used to it or
it's the NFL. It's not Iowa State. He just had to get ready. He's ready. That
right?
In Cleveland was good for him. I love it.
I think he'll be more prepared.
I'm pretty sure you will. I tell you what, I'm gonna see you Friday because I can't. I get all
All
excited.
right, sounds good,
talking
Ronbo.
about this. All right, Phil. Have a
All right.
good night.
Have a good night. Shout out to all the boys.
Thanks, Evan. Hey, yo, Serge.
What's up, Ronbo?
Serge, man. Yesterday I couldn't get it all out of my system because it reminds me of how you remember how we used to feel when we played the Seahawks. Seahawks had all kind of dudes just talking, led by Richard Sherman. They used to get people all pumped up before the game even started. And Russell Wilson with that shoe commercial that year, I felt I had to get a fire extinguisher to put myself out. Now we lost that game. They beat us with a handicap. Okay, and that's why. Can't you guys be humble and say, yeah, the 49ers are a good ball club. Unfortunately, we got a break in that game. Nah. You got to act as if nothing was unusual. Anyway, your feeling on some of the things that have been said tonight and your own perspective on how you think this game's going to go.
Rombo, even though the Eagles beat us last year, when they had a weapon and we didn't have nothing but our fists, they want to talk some smack. But then not only that, it's not like they won the Super Bowl. So why are they acting like they won it all?
Wait. Wait, Serge. And you know what they said? The field was too wet. Okay. See, y'all played nothing but wet. Why would you use that for a reason? Yeah.
That's like a fight at school, and you get your ass beat.
Yeah.
Then this guy's over here talking smack about you at school, but then we find out that he got beat by his parents because he got suspended from school because he beat our ass. Like, what? Like, you got beat up too. Like, come on, man.
It works out. Exactly. That's a funny analogy. So,
Yeah, because I'm like, man,
my
these guys,
y'all had no business being there anyway.
They're acting so hard when we've been to the championship game and the Super Bowl so many times in the last 5 years, and they finally make it to a championship game after how many years? Like, bro, you guys won a Super Bowl once in your whole freaking career. Like, come on, man.
See, we still got to
we
still got to cross that platform though. We got to stop going to the NFCCG. We got to go to the Super Bowl and take them out. And whoever comes in the Super Bowl this year,
no, we're going to because we built the team so powerful that we're stacked in all positions, and we got to take it all. If we don't, there's going to be a little changes, but the way we're built right now, I don't see us going home. I see us taking it all the way. So I'm excited for that.
Health is
but
always the thing with us.
I'm really pumped. I'm really pumped for this Sunday because this Sunday is gonna prove it all. Because let's just say we lose. Okay, Eagles are gonna be the ones to win the Super Bowl. If we win, then there's no chance of them going to the Super Bowl, because they have to get past us in the playoffs. So it's a lot of things to take in this game, not just as a fan, but just the players alone. They have to prove the world that they're the best team, all around, because we got a great coach, we got a great general manager, we got a great team. We on both sides of the ball, we're just so built, to win a Super Bowl, and it has to happen. It has to happen.
Serge, but let me run this by you now. Here's the thing, and I don't know if you've thought about this or not, but to go in there and beat up on the Eagles, because the Eagles haven't played good football this year. This escaping is not what I call dominant.
No.
Okay, now if we go in there and win, and I kind of anticipate that, do we expect to beat them twice in 1 year? I'm a little torn on beating them twice. Now, maybe lose the first time. I may not be real mad at that because I know the 49ers won't be beaten twice by that same Eagles team.
No, in the NFC, we're the best teams. Niners and the Eagles are the best teams. So there's no one that's gonna go to the championship game but us too. Because you think the Cowboys are gonna take it? You think the Lions are gonna like no, man. There's no way.
They'll be given their opportunity, and there's other teams involved. There's going to be that one team that outside of the ones we're thinking about that should be there that may somehow get through the ranks and the rounds and it ended up being. Can you imagine? Can you see us playing the Saints for the NFCCG?
Oh no! And the reason why I think that we're favorite is because look at our defense and look at their defense. Okay, points per game, they're 20th. We're first. TDs, interceptions, they're 30th. We're first. 20 yards per play, they're 16th. We're first.
They're so inferior in every category.
Yeah.
This is why I want to get pumped up, but it's unreal how much better a team the 49ers are and how much better they've been playing this year than the Eagles. So I say, you know what? These stats are scary.
And then passer rating, we're fourth. They're 27th. So how are they a better team than us? Yeah, they have a better record, but look at the teams that they're beating. Barely. They're barely getting through. You know, how many overtime games did they win? Like they're barely getting through by luck. I'm not going to say luck because it's hard to win in the NFL, but
those are tough games.
They're just getting through. They're just getting through. We're blowing people away. We're winning double-digit games, or we're winning by more. We're winning. We're taking people out. We lost 3 games, but because we were missing pieces. But now we got a full squad. Everyone's back. They're healthy, and look what happened. We won 3 games in a row by just dominating. So the Eagles are not gonna blow us out. I'll be surprised, but our defense is.
If anything, it'll be a close game. But as far as Eagles blowing the 49ers out, not going to happen. They are not the Kansas City Chiefs.
No.
I mean, and we've changed the defense now to back where it should function properly. So it's not going to be a Minnesota Viking game where they're scoring and throwing on every pass is completion. Hey, Serge, I'm gonna see you Friday and bring your score. Well, that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for that score. All right, let's get excited. Let's get pumped. Let's get pumped, you guys, because we got a monster of a team and we're ready. Believe that.
All right, fam. See you Friday.
All right. Good night, Ronbo. Good night, everybody. Let's go.
All right, fam. Donut and Tate. Gene D is mad. His holiday wish went sour like his turkey on Thanksgiving. Jeannie, we were watching you. Oh, how you sucked. Oh, it's time for chill. A pill. A Phil. Phil, come on in, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
How you doing?
Let's beat their ass so bad they will lose the next 3 games in a row.
Oh, yeah, because we do that. The teams are incapable the next week.
That's what I want to do.
Oh, God.
All right? We're capable. We've done it before. You know what? Philadelphia's nothing.
The stats say
they're nothing.
Comparatively, we're so far ahead of them. Just playing more efficient football, Phil.
Rambo, we beat the Cowboys, Texas boy, listen to this, 42-10. Philadelphia beat the Cowboys by 1 score.
And it's strained. It's strained to do it.
Yes. So let's be real. We're going to kick their behinds. Let's do this.
Boy,
I think Debo's right. They're trash.
Well, Bradbury is. I think the coach or somebody talked to the guys. Listen, guys, I don't mind you having fun on the media, but listen, let's not get carried away. Debo, I need you to back it up a little bit because I know you seem to be in every conversation. Debo had to be told, because some of the things I seen him say today, Debo had to be told to calm it down. I guarantee you.
Whatever. Let them go. Let's just kick their butts. I'm ready for this.
Oh, we all are. And nobody's going to tell me the Eagles aren't a little concerned. Riddick could say all the things he wants, but nobody else on that team is saying much. So A.J. Brown is clowning because him and Debo are good friends. But you know what? I don't hear anybody else say anything over there. And Bradbury knows better. Bradbury hasn't said a word one.
Yep, well, and their pass rush is nowhere near what it was last year. So people think, they're gonna rush Brock Purdy. They're nowhere close.
And Hargrave was over on our side of the ball. Isn't that funny?
So Brock's gonna pick them apart, and let's go. I want this game. Let's go.
God, from beginning to end, I want to see. I just hope it's not real wet conditions. The last time it was supposed to rain with the Steelers game. It didn't.
Ronbo, I don't care.
No,
We're kicking their butt either way,
Yeah,
no matter what.
I agree.
As long as the refs don't take over the game, that's the only worry I have.
I always forget about that.
Those guys are not as good as us, period.
And the numbers say it clearly. There's big gaps in a lot of numbers.
I mean, we've had a tougher schedule. Oh, they've got a better record. Well, we've had a tougher schedule. Hello?
Yeah, who have the Eagles played of any consequence? They played the Chiefs, played the Cowboys. No, Cowboys. Phil, would you put the Cowboys on tough competition? Who?
The Chiefs aren't the team they were.
No. And the Cowboys are definitely the team they are.
And the AFC East is not as good as they thought they were going to be. Especially with Rodgers getting hurt, and then,
And they lost to that very team.
Washington and New York in their own division, which are weak eggs. I mean, Arizona beat Dallas.
See.
So
I don't want to feel confident because I want this game so bad that I don't want to let myself down. But there's no reason for the 49ers not to beat the Eagles. There really isn't.
If we lose, you're going to let yourself down anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Regardless of how I feel now.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. We're going to kick their butt.
Oh, God. I mean, the Cowboys should have won that game, Phil. That's the thing. I hang my hat on that. Every time I think about it, the Cowboys should have won that game, and the Chiefs should have too.
Right on the edge. God. It's time we kick them back to reality. Let's go.
Indeed. I'm so ready for this game.
And it's not Kyle Shanahan. Papa Dragon's totally wrong. It's not Kyle Shanahan's that's the problem. Kyle Shanahan is one of the reasons we're here.
I ain't going to argue with
and that Brock Purdy getting injured, if he had stepped up in the pocket, threw the ball to Ayuk,
which he's learned
would have been a touchdown, and then would have been a whole different game.
In fact, you mentioned that. I'm telling you right now, Brock and Ayuk have got something going on. They're going to go right back to that play. Watch and see. So
Brock
we can all say,
Debo have something going on too.
Well, see, but the thing is,
watch Debo against Seattle.
Well, I know. I'm not even arguing about that. What I'm saying is this: is that first play of the game, if they go back to that play just to rub dirt in Eagles' face, and they go ahead and complete that play this time for a touchdown, I'm going to lose my mind. Why? Because the 49ers will have set a message right away from the game. That's a play we were going to run last year that you guys broke my arm on. Touchdown. Bitches. I can't wait.
Ronbo, don't worry about it, man. We've got all our weapons going. We've got our O-line starting to get healthy a little bit. The biggest thing we have to worry about is our O-line against their D-line. If we win that battle, it is over.
I know.
It is over.
I think Kyle's got a plan. He always does. Let's see if it's effective. God, we got how many days to wait? The game of the year.
Ronbo.
Listening. Yes.
I want you to be, don't have as many gray hairs when you get older. I mean, this is game. You don't need to worry about.
this game is one that if things don't go right, I'll be completely white at the end of the game because I want this game so bad.
Let's go.
Phil, I'll see you Friday.
I want this game. I want it. I want it so bad. And I think we're the better team, and we're going to kick their butt.
All the numbers say so.
And we're going to kick their butt so bad they never recover.
Oh God!
That's what I want.
That. I love that. And Philly fans outside, they'll have to call a riot squad. That's fine. Phil, I'm gonna see you Friday. Bring that score and let's go.
All right, Ronbo.
Right.
Yes. Let's go.
Night, Phil.
All right, Ronbo. Take care.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Tony, he's from the land down under. Tony!
Ronbo.
Tony.
What's happening, bro?
Tony, man, everybody's talking about that scrum. I think about you every time I see you. This conversation's going on all over. Well, what if they do that scrum thing, what they do when they put... Listen, guys, what you got to do is keep them out of position to run that. Now, they're probably going to succeed when they run that. There's probably nothing that can be done about that because most of the NFL is not prepared to even deal with that. But I was watching what you were telling me, Tony. There's the 49ers ought to have their own scrum. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see, it's the only way to nullify it, Ron.
Yeah.
All right, and you see the pressure when those two dudes, when the two teams collide, 3,000 pounds of pressure, man.
I mean, you could bam! That's
you can hear it.
God, that's like two rams coming up and down the mountain at each other's head. I'm not talking about the Rams in Los Angeles. I'm talking about the real Rams. That collision is like mind-boggling, and the Rams just back up and do it again. I said, oh my God, that is an incredible animal. Well, see, that's going to be the same thing with what's going to happen this weekend. 49ers, get in there.
Well,
but
I want we'll leave the weather up to the rain gods or whatever. But I just want a conservative game. I want Brock to dink and dunk it. I want to bash these guys up with the running backs and the tight ends and let Mr. Jalen Hurts try and run the ball. He still hasn't had the privilege of getting smashed by Fred or
Nick
or Dre Greenlaw,
his buddy from the other conference where he just left. He's got Chase over there to get him. Oh, there's all kind of guys that can hurt him.
Yeah, and here's another stat for you, Ronbo. That's the way I want us to beat them up, soften them up real bad, get them all busted up and shit, so they can lose the next week to the Cowboys.
4 quarters of jabs.
But here's another stat for you. Dak Prescott threw for 170 plus yards on them in the fourth quarter.
I saw it.
Just in the fourth quarter.
They escaped again.
Yeah. So.
And if Dak doesn't step out of bounds on that play he was trying, I don't know what he was doing. He wasn't watching where he was going. They probably don't lose to the Eagles.
Yeah, they probably win the game. But this other thing that I can't understand with these commentators and these delusional people, if your team keeps coming to win from behind week in, week out, doesn't that tell you that your team's struggling?
I mean, I think I agree.
Why can't your defense
stop that?
We've been through that, you know what I mean? Where we were building this team at the beginning, we had to come from behind and win a few important matches, and that means you're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
But a team that doesn't have to come from behind means they're too strong. They get out to an early lead, and that's it. It's all over for you. They're not struggling. 49ers aren't struggling. I don't understand this notion. We got to reevaluate Brock Purdy because he hasn't came back to play from behind.
So tired of that.
Idiot. He doesn't have to.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? We need to spot teams 14 points to prove that Brock Purdy has the capability of coming from behind. What does that mean? That means you're an idiot. Stop it. What is that? That's not a good point. God.
He doesn't have to. He's too good. You know what I mean?
Game is what
I don't
it is.
understand it. But, it's not going to be the same game as it was last year because they got Brock out. Now they're jumping up and down and acting like a bunch of tough boys. Well, mate, you're going to be playing against a bunch of tough boys as well. We'll see who comes off second best.
Yeah, Riddick. I can't wait to see.
Put your money where your mouth is.
That's going to be fun, isn't it? I can't wait to see the Riddick treatment. You got to know.
Well, Riddick, the
men will be
Riddick
men.
thing was like, who was that bloke that said, was it from the Rams that said about Debo? Who? Debo who? And then he regretted that he ever said it.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, that's it. That's what's going to happen to Riddick.
Riddick, he set himself up as a target. If I'm a 49er, I'm saying, you know what, anytime I can get a shot on his ass, even if it has nothing to do with the play, I'll take a flag. But I'm telling you right now, I'm getting my shot in on that center. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then just doing that. Hey, Sal, what's up, baby? Get up. Let's play football.
You know how it goes, Ronbo. When you shoot your mouth off, now we've got, social media and all that crap.
Right.
When you shoot your mouth off, you better be able to back it up on the field because if you don't, they're going to just target you all game long.
I can see him coming around that corner like he did in that game and George Kittle. This is going to be interesting.
I really want Shanahan to pull Mason out of the shed, and I think he just suits this game that we're going to have. And I'm expecting Kittle, Debo, even maybe look out for Juszczyk. Those boys, the unexpected ones that they're not marking up and they're not thinking they're going to get the ball. But like I said the other day, I just hope the only thing that worries me is Christian McCaffrey. I'm sure they've sat there in their team meetings and said, this is a danger man, blah, blah, blah. And they're going to try and gang tackle him. I've just got a chilling feeling in my bones. I don't want the bloke to get injured.
Look, if they get dirty, it's gonna get really rough in there. I just wish Riddick would make the mistake of coming around to the Silverback side and thinking he's going to get in. Do you know how much? Oh my God, Trent Williams would love for him to come around his side. He'd probably call timeout. He wouldn't believe it.
Yeah,
we're gonna go.
Then again, but then again, I remember the touchdown. Remember the touchdown that Christian McCaffrey scored against them last year?
That was tough. Ooh, that
was just sheer determination.
I mean,
so I hope he's all right. He's going to be all right. We've got to beat these guys, Ronbo.
We really do. All right, Tony. Let me see if Friday bring your estimation of what's going to take place score-wise, and we'll wait for Sunday. All right?
All right, brother.
All right, fam.
Shout out to the mob, and see you in the next one.
Looking forward to it. Have a great day, Tony.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Cheers. D-Flow and Allie. It sounds like Allie.
Hi, Ronbo.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Allie. Hey, D-Flow. D-Flow, man, we're sitting here measuring things up, and, this is one of those games like back in the old days when the Hawks would be saying the wrong damn thing a week before the game, and we'd find out about it, and now everybody's all pissed off. It's funny, man.
Yeah,
but the numbers still say
the
they're
Eagles,
not superior.
The Eagles are not the same team as last year. I'll tell you that. Nowhere near.
Yep.
And their defensive rush is nowhere near what it was last year. The only thing that they have now is probably a better running back. That's about it. Like Hurts is not really doing anything spectacular besides a little tush-push. But that play should be illegal right there because in defense, right, like the other guy was talking about, like we got to do the same thing.
and have another scrum, but that's illegal for the defense to push against each other. Only the offense can do that.
Okay, see.
Yeah, it's
so
a rule.
Automatically that rules that out. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, so that rule right there, like for us to do the scrum too on defense, that's illegal because they did that. I guess when they were doing like for the, I think it was for like the special teams when they were trying to like block field goals, that they tried to do the push on that, and they made it so they made a rule on defense you can't push, but for offense you can do it. Just doesn't make any sense. So.
Well, see,
but hopefully,
they can get a first down like that, but don't get up against the goal line. We got to midfield because they can't scrum all the way down the field. That ain't gonna work.
All they gotta do is you find Dre Greenlaw, anybody else when they do it, you just hit Jalen and you just hit them hard.
Yeah, you just gotta go low.
That's all you gotta do.
Real low though.
Go low, hit them hard. That's it. Hit them hard.
But there's gonna be helmet contact. See, that's the only thing. That position puts them in a position where they can draw a flag. If I try to go too low and he just bends over, I'm gonna hit him in the head. All right, and now the ref's gonna throw that flag as quick as he can, and now say, okay, well, let's not make it in this position to play with.
Exactly. They're like, what are you supposed to do? He's the one going low. There's no lower I can go, and hopefully that would be the end of the tush push.
Yeah, and that'll legislate. Yeah, because you're gonna throw a flag. It gives them one unfair advantage, so that'll probably be the argument they'll have. Yeah.
That and also too is like they're. As long as we Shanahan puts people actually who can block and not put no third stringers in, like Purdy should eat them up, in my opinion.
Oh, they're really bad. You could tear the middle of the field up.
Yeah, dude. Like their defense is not as good. Their corners are older. I think the youngest corner they have is like what 30.
I really never paid that any attention, but I know one thing: if Bradbury's out there, he's got to be scared. He's going to try to overdo it because he's all pissed off because Debo embarrassed him and insulted him. Darius Slay's good, but Darius might be who you're talking about. But, man, come on, man. The rest of those guys are average at best.
Yeah, that and also, too, is that we're going to, like, Kyle should dial in his offense. Be like, all right, I'm gonna show these guys that I'm still the man. But the thing is, he has to – the only thing that I'm scared of is just the weather because Kyle sucks in weather.
I know.
Like just like you, how the other guy was talking earlier. We won one game in the rain. That was against Cleveland.
Papa Dragon.
Right? But no, Washington. That was against Washington.
Yeah.
But
that was a swimming pool.
But the thing was, Niners didn't even score one touchdown that game.
I know.
Not even one touchdown. They won on just tools.
Our game is predicated on running, and a combination of running and timely passing. If you take one element of that offense away, it becomes slowed way down because we don't have rain motion.
And it's going to rain.
Yeah. Well, 60%.
It's going to rain, so
it may not rain all
day. So
day.
we saw what the game against Cleveland, did it rain all day? It didn't. It only rained one quarter. Just that the field was wet and just
only one quarter?
Only one quarter.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Here's the thing. I just want to remind everybody that they're playing in that same weather condition. Now, they're better than us in that weather condition because it hurts both teams. So we'll see.
You saw Philly on Sunday throwing the ball around like it was nothing.
Was it raining?
They were slinging the rock
when
it was raining.
It was raining and raining hard.
Yeah, it was raining.
It was raining. It was Josh Allen.
Yeah, but Josh Allen is known for throwing that. That was the main reason why he got drafted at the number one
time. And also, that miscommunication at the end of the game with that touchdown, the dude was so open, it was crazy. Like you were saying about their secondary.
Yeah.
If Josh and that receiver had gotten together before, he turns that play out. He was supposed to turn it in, and Josh was putting the ball where it was supposed to be. And I said, that's how the Eagles keep getting away. You make a mistake, and they capitalize. Lucky. Damn it, they escaped again.
See, look, I'm telling you, like, if it doesn't rain and all this, the Niners should just eat them up. Like, it should be almost like a Cowboy 2.0 because that defense is not that good.
No,
and you put and you put them in behind, the only thing Hurts is going to do is run. That's it, because he's not a pocket passer.
And if he does, we were ready for him to run last
That's
year.
the only thing. Defense has to stay in their lanes. They can't just be too trigger happy.
Mm-hmm.
They got to do like a 5-man defense. I want to see Randy Gregory. I want to see I want to see Young, Bosa, Gravedigger, and Armstead.
Yeah.
Them 5 on the line.
Yep. And like you say, stay in the
And
lanes.
just contain it.
Let Fred and Dre take care of that gap in the middle. I like that
Yep.
thinking. Don't abandon posts. Stay in your area. And when he gets there, take him out. Yeah. I
And
imagine
hit
you're
him
thinking
and
that
hit him
way
hard.
anyway. Fam, we got time's up on us already. All right. Hey, D-Flow, Alec, always appreciate y'all. I'll be back Friday. Bring your score, okay?
Yes, sir. Let's get a little Niner shout out, Ronbo.
Oh, heck yes. Niner! D-Flow, Alec!
Good night.
All right, Ronbo, good night.
Good night, y'all. Aaron.
What it do, Ronbo?
Wait. I just realized something I meant to address. Chrissy Everett says, never mind. No, it was just so obnoxious. Oh, God. Oh, anyway, go ahead. Well, I'll get him later. Okay, go ahead, Aaron. About this game, about some of the things that are being said, the motivation involved, the difference in strength. Comparatively, it's almost a David versus Goliath game, and 49ers actually represent Goliath. I'm looking at the stats, and they're so far apart. If they weasel out of this game, like they've been weaseling out of games all season long, I'm going to be sick. There's no reason for these guys to win another game, limping for 4 quarters and being taken out of the game in a gurney, and still won. I don't understand it. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I just don't think the Eagles' defense is that good, because their secondary is just okay, and the linebackers just but their D-line is pretty good. So,
yeah, but it's not as good as last year. You remember last year, Aaron? Every guy on their defensive line had 10 sacks apiece. That ain't happening this year. All right.
No, and or maybe I was thinking we could use Charlie Warner as a blocking tight end.
Charlie Warner's it's okay. Charlie Warner, I've thought about that too. Why don't you let George Kittle, you do ahead and do the 2 tight end set. Let George Kittle be active in the passing game. Let Charlie is not a bad blocker either. So I agree. I'd like that idea.
Yeah, kind of help with on the right side with Colton McKivitz. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, I want Juice in there as much as possible, because Juice's blocking is just excellent. Juice could hold a clinic, hold a class on body shifting and movement during the course of blocking, how to manipulate your opponent. I mean, Juice is it's like watching a martial arts class. The way he can shift his body like he does and turn that defender. It's amazing to watch him work. People don't give him enough love, but Juice can play that fullback spot. Brilliant.
Yeah, I really think that they could use Juice Check as a blocking fullback. So
yeah, that's a great job.
We'll see. And hopefully our secondary does well too.
Yeah, AJ Brown and that other receiver. AJ Brown, I'm real worried about. The other kid, I have a feeling that we'll be able to cover him. What is that? The guy from Bama that just came over last year, the second-year player. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Their tight end's pretty good, too. But I got Drake Greenlaw, all-pro Fred Warner. I ain't worried about it. So, we'll be fine.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to Javon Hargrave getting a sack.
Y'all don't want to pay
Since,
me, right?
his old
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
But
since he
thanks,
left his
Jack.
old team. And,
Devontae Smith, yes. I think we can handle Devontae. But go ahead. About Javon?
But I think he's gonna get his revenge. That they didn't pay him. Like he said, like, okay,
Yeah, y'all
that's
don't
all
want to pay
right.
me?
I'm gonna show y'all.
I'm a cap casualty? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take this. Bam. Jalen, I know you, man. Let me help you up. Oh, you gonna be like that? Okay. Oh God, I wish they put a mic on everybody on the field. It'd be full-on entertainment, Aaron. You would not believe what football players talk about during the course of a game. More smack being ran out there than, my God, it's ridiculous. And if you listen to it, can't take you out of your game.
But the only thing I'm worried about is the weather. So
yeah, we all are. But remember, it's raining on both sides of the field, so I'm going to look at that way as well. I don't know if that gives him such an advantage. Most people think so, but I'm just thinking, well, you know what? They both put their pants on one leg at a time. I don't know. How come? And as bad as you want to play this game, you got this. Because Ambry is going to take care of Devontae. I got a feeling, because Devontae cannot outrun Ambry. Actually, there's not very many receivers in the league that can outrun Ambry. And Ambry's gotten to the point now, he's got an attitude out there. Ambry laid out one of the hardest hits of the day. What? Yeah, last week? Ambry, what you been eating, man? You been killing your own meat and eating it right out there out in the field, don't you? Boy. Anyway.
yeah.
You got this.
Yeah, and also about Hassan Reddick, like, those Eagles. Those Eagles fans were celebrating last year that they knocked out a quarterback out in
2 of them.
Yeah, like, come on, man, y'all lost in the Super Bowl, man. Like, stop acting like y'all
all that
wanted. Yeah.
And actually, Mahomes running down the field sprinting unmolested. I'll never forget that. He's supposed to have a bad leg. I mean, Patrick was jamming. They couldn't even catch him. He goes, I thought y'all was supposed to be badass.
And they were making the excuse of that the grass was wet. Like,
yeah, I know. See, that's what I'm saying. The grass is gonna be wet Sunday too, and if they don't like that, then I don't know. But we'll see. I'm hoping we're adjusting better in wet conditions. We need to. So.
Yeah.
Real quick question though before you go, because is Eric Dickerson better than Walter Payton?
Man, that's a tough one.
Chris Everett,
to me, they're about what and what.
Chris Everett says that's the case. Eric Dickerson, I did love to watch him run. He was smooth as silk. But Walter Payton, he give you that dead leg and that stank leg, I should say, and just make you look bad. Eric was like that guy to go around the corner, and once he starts getting up in full stride, he was good. But all right. Anyway, fam, we got to roll, and I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see you Sunday. Bring your score, all right?
Oh, Friday, you mean?
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, I said, see, my mind, the game. I can't wait. I'm already trying to pass the rest of the week and go right to Sunday. Yeah. All right, fam. I'll see you Friday.
All right, Ronbo.
Here goes Aaron. We had Frank in it. Actually, Frank was here last week. Frank was, he's working and fixing them fish sandwiches. Frank!
Devontae Smith, bro.
Yeah, so I got that.
Hello?
Yeah. Frank?
What's up? What's it?
Frank, man, I'm sitting back here. I'm getting all worked up. If you don't read things that are going on in the sports world, you'll be okay. But the things that are being exchanged and said back and forth, the conversation, you feel like you're right in it. I feel like I'm sitting in the locker room reading the computer, and the dude's getting me all pissed off. I'm saying, man, what are you talking about, man? God. No, fam, I wasn't comparing sweetness. Chrissy Everett was. Wait, somebody chat. Somebody told me, Chrissy Everett in the chat. Walter Payton was like something second to Eric Dickerson. I said, I like Dickerson. I don't know about that, though. But anyway, which one did you think was the best between Dickerson and Payton?
That's a tough one. I don't know.
It is.
I don't know.
Eric was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a tough one.
But anyway, but get back to the 49ers, though.
Yeah, well, man, I ain't here for that. I'm here to talk about the San Francisco 49ers. What's his name? Who be saying that? Well,
we're talking some of the back and forth going on,
Casey.
especially Riddick.
Casey. What's his name? I forgot his name. No, I'm talking about what I just said.
Casey. You talking about Casey, Frank?
Yeah, Casey. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, Casey.
Oh, okay.
You said, all right? Yeah, thanks, Alex. Yeah. The back and forth trash talk,
normally.
I know we just got to come out there, man. We can win this game, bro. I ain't playing. Only one really talking trash is what's his name?
Hassan
Rhetoric, whatever his name. Yeah, Hassan Rhetoric. So he the one really talking. So we just gotta come out there, and I like. I think Debo was just with. He be going on the morning show. You seen it? But Murray Kay, I forgot her name. He be on some little morning show.
That's
and
it.
And she asked Debo about Hassan comments, and Debo, he said, we just gonna come out there and play our game, man. So he ain't trying to get them no extra, motivation or nothing like that. We just gotta come play our game. Yeah, he gotta play our game. That's
he didn't get crazy. He's been getting crazy outside of that show, but he was with Katie. He was kind of subdued, civilized.
No, because his issue really was with Bradbury.
I know, right?
He think he trash, which is true though. It's true.
Bradbury's not even saying anything.
Yeah, it's true. And Slay though, and Slay. Slay not the same Slay when he was with Detroit, and that's
Slay
true.
can play.
I don't see. No, he can play, but Slay can't do nothing with Debo.
No, Debo's
I think Debo gonna kill Slay. I think Debo gonna kill Slay.
They don't have anybody could deal with Debo, and the linebackers aren't that tough either.
No, it's not. It's just that team. They just know how to win, and so we just got to go in there and just keep our foot on their neck, Ron. But Kyle, it all stands from Kyle. You can't go in there being conservative, Kyle, and that run the ball, want to throw the ball when you should run the ball. Like, keep your foot on their neck, Kyle. When we get in that red zone, go touchdown, man. Punch it in, man. Punch it in, touchdown. Like, we gotta. I want to demolish them. I want to beat them like we did Dallas, and we can do that.
Ooh, dope.
We just gotta be just go in there and play our game, Ron. That's it. Kill the noise, man. We can keep the crowd out of it. Because the crowd gonna be loud. They gonna be all the time. Keep shut them up. And we just play our game, man. We can win this game. I'm not scared. I'm not nervous. We can beat them, Ron. I'm not. Come on, man. When does Philly become the big bad wolf? That's what all I'm trying to say.
Last year
when
they was badass, but not this year.
They was bad, but they was bad because we ain't had no quarterback.
Well, not only that,
now we
they had a defensive
now
front.
we have.
Was good.
They did, but I still wasn't scared of them. I still think we could have beat them. I still wasn't scared of Philly last year. I ain't see nobody standing our way. You know what I'm saying? We just but we're gonna see now. So Brock healthy, and we just gotta protect him. And I'm gonna treat Rhetoric like we do Passcode. Do him the same way. Let Kittle, let Trent Williams, everybody get a piece of him, man. And we just gotta play our game. That's all, man. So it's just all on Kyle, man. It's on Kyle. It's on him. It's on how he gonna call the game.
Oh
They're
yeah.
going
Well,
Kyle.
I tell you what, I
So
got all
they're
the
going
faith in
him.
the world in Kyle because you know what? One thing about Kyle Shanahan, he knows what the Philly weaknesses are, and he'll apply. And also, you notice Brock does not pay attention to Kyle all the time. There are times when Brock says, "Kyle, just stand there and watch. I got this." You know, some of the plays Kyle tells you about in the meetings, in the conferences later too. Yeah, that's not the play I was. Why we just stood back there and just sort of held our breath. And that shot he threw across the middle in that spot. Did you see those 4 defenders? Lombardi's got a clip out. 4 defenders.
Oh yeah, the
Ayuk
IU
just
jump was
ran
on Seattle.
right in there,
Yeah, that
perfectly timed.
Yeah,
Boom!
that was a perfect.
Ooh, that's
perfect
elite. That is elite.
Yeah,
You want to ask me if he's
perfect.
elite or not? Yes, he's got that kind of talent. Oh, that was beautiful. Ooh.
The only thing we just got to keep Jalen Hurts in the pocket. He's dangerous when he get out that pocket and he get to moving around. We just got to keep him, just make a rainbow and keep him right in that middle.
I ain't worried about
right
that.
there. So just keep him right in that pocket.
I got 2 guys that know
we
all
got,
about
man,
that.
we good, Ronbo, man. You know, just chill. We got this, man. We got this.
You know, you got Javon Kinlaw, and you also got Chase Young. Now they both know about Mr. I'm gonna run, and I'm looking. They gonna give all the intel. We gonna be so prepared for him to start running. And that bad leg he's got, come on, run, Jalen. Dare you to run. I guarantee you. Get ready for it.
Hope Cal just, ready, man. Cal just ready, man.
Not too worried.
Just going there like, man, I'm about to tell this, man. Go Cal. Cal just got to call a heck of it. And we just got to execute whatever Cal calls. So I think we will. So it's going to be a good game. But I hope we just blow them out. I hope we just punish them. That's what I want, and that's what I hope. So we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. So you be back. When will you be back? Oh, my mother said,
Friday.
Hey, Mom, bro, just something.
What?
What's up?
Oh, Moms.
My
Hey,
mother.
Moms. What's up, Moms?
Yeah, so, I know I ain't going to hold you, man. I know you got more callers coming in, man. So I'm going to see you be back on Friday.
Be Friday. Looking for you and Mom.
Okay,
right.
okay.
Right,
yeah, I'll be on there. So shout out to you, man,
Thanks,
the faithful, Ellis, all the Tonys, Big Show, Papa Dragon, Phil, Jalen, everybody, man. I love all y'all, man. We all represent the same thing, man. Red and gold, man. So, Fish Sand was free for my faithful, man. So whatever, you know what I'm saying? All free for y'all, man. Everybody else got to pay, man.
I just have one thing.
Free for y'all.
I'm on the way.
Appreciate that. I just want to.
I'm on the way. Say no more.
No raw onions though. Just make sure you cook them onions. Just saute them lightly so they just get glass clear, and I'm good. Oh! Hey, I
got you, Ronbo.
I see you Friday, fam.
All right, man. Okay, all right, Ronbo.
Night, fam. It goes Frank. Fish Sandwich Frank opening up a new spot all over town. Frank needs a chain. Oh, and Donut has a return appearance. Donut.
I say, hey. I say we woke up this morning and we got out of bed. We had a big old cup of coffee to fill our head. Gene B is still mad at that is a fact. His thinking was spoiled, said, what's up with that? Woo!
Wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? Ooh, wee. What's up with that? What's up with that?
Gene B, no loss, they're not the boss. What's up with that? What's up with that? Seahawks better win because we got them next week. What's up with that? We say, what's up with that? I say everybody that matters with the faithful and also productions and Mr. Ronbo and Mr. Catfish Frank, we miss you. What's up with that? I say, Jim Everett and Gene B, I got a couple of things to say to you. Don't forget, don't get up off this chat because we're going to be on right now. Woo! What's up, y'all?
Hey, everybody.
that you had enough air to finish that last passage. I was amazed.
Hey, you already know.
You know,
Hey man, we got the lungs to do it. We gonna sing all season.
I'm
But
impressed.
before we get started, Mr. Ronbo, before we get started,
yes.
before we get started, productions, we gonna send a special. Nah, we ain't gonna send no shout out. We gonna send some shots out. I ain't gonna get on Gene D yet, but I'm gonna hit up Jim Everett. Not so great. You say that the Eagles coach got the blueprint to beat us.
Sirianni?
We'll see. We'll see that. We'll see if that happens because we will see y'all again and later on this season. You understands me? But as far as Gene D, you want to bring up your supposed to be 3 that's going to the Hall of Famers. Well, here's Mr. Patrick Willis, the B-52 bomber, the jersey I still have in the closet. My favorite offensive lineman, Mr. Joe Staley. And who will take over your beast mode? Mr. Frank the Tank Gore. That's our top 3. Let's continue. What's going on, Ronbo? What we talking about?
I tell you what, I want to say amen to that. And listen, you know, there's a lot of air being lighted. I mean, on a cloudy day, it's just rays of rage just flying around. You got people over there talking. You got us talking. This game is building up in drama before the kickoff like nothing's ever. And I'm telling you right now, Frank. I mean, donut. The thing is,
it's all good, baby.
the stats say the 49ers are the superior team. Now, there's a lot of argument and complaint coming out of Philly, but how the hell are the 49ers supposed to be favored in this game? I said, because y'all ain't better, okay? They put it all together.
That's right.
And Vegas is trying to make some money for the suckers that don't know. So, you know, I'm laughing because I'm saying, you know, this is pretty funny how this game is being made into what it's being made into. Because everybody knows last year, this show's been running for a whole year. They broke our quarterback's arm, and now everybody wonders what would have happened if that not happened. Well, you know how we feel about it, right? Now, here we go. All the garbage being thrown back and forth. Don't I?
You know what, Ronbo? Yes. I agree, you know what I'm saying? And it just, you know, this game is what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? It's been built up. We've been ready. Obviously, they've been getting some lucky slides. We saw how they got, you know what I'm saying, the win on the other night. You know what I'm saying? We won't allow that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Mr. Shanahan has got his team together. The arsenal is there and ready to go. Ever since Steve Wilson brought himself down from upstairs, and I do mean brought himself down from upstairs, everybody is hypey. Everybody's playing better, and everybody's flying to the ball. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's looking lovely. Yes, and you know what? The fact that we playing in Philadelphia, we played in much harsh conditions. We played in Philadelphia before. We play in Seattle twice a year. We're supposed to be the loudest stadium. We also played in Arrowhead. So we're not worried about the crowd control, which is supposed to be. It's going to look like Christmas out there because there's going to be some red sprinkle out there. Please believe it, Franco. It's going to look like Christmas out there.
We're going to populate some of the stands, yeah, because you got to keep them. Philly fans are, as I say, represent a criminal element in fan bases, see? Because they're out there antagonizing, intimidating people. You know, I see Philly fans, man, they don't know what a badass is. We need to send
We
some
all know
thugs
that,
out
Ronbo.
there, man,
You know what I'm saying? Ever since way back in the days, you know what I'm saying? Man, they done, it was the Eagles, you know what I'm saying? They done, you know what I'm saying, hey, man, faithful, they so grimy out there. They threw snowballs at Santa Claus out there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's them.
So you know
That's
how Philly is, you know what I'm saying?
They're really strange. They used to have a jail facility in the other complex before they built this one, that they actually had to drag Phillies downstairs to lock them up until the police came.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's some sick.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, we got something for them if they want to act up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like E40 said, we from the Yay. Many have tried, many have failed, but the 49ers got a lot of fans and they done failed, baby. And this ain't going to change. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they go out there and handle business. Mr. Jake Moody, make all your kicks. That's going to be crucial. That's my only thing I'm worried about.
Oh, yes.
Everything else going to be okay. We got a young man named Feliciano that's going to work out. Wherever he needs to work out on the line, he's going to be ready. Mr. Silverback is going to be ready. Mr. McCaffrey, he's mad because of last year. He couldn't get his yards. Remember, he couldn't get his yards. He had to play quarterback, so he's mad. So he's going to try to run all over them.
You know he is.
Yeah.
And he was the only one to drag Phillies. And he didn't have a lot of help out. He was out there dragging Phillies into the end zone. They ain't all that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me get my whole team out there. Let me get my whole team out there.
That's right.
Let's see what happens.
Oh,
there.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And most of all, this game is built up the way everybody says it's going to be. And, confidence is going to take, confidence is going to take a big role in this game, especially from the fan base. So, faithful. Let's not be like, what if this get hurt? What if this plan goes wrong? Nah, we want to put all our hopes in the big bucket in this game. Let's cheer these 49ers to victory. Let's be loud. Let's be proud. Let's have our chest out, chin up. Let's beat our chest like gorillas, and let's eat some more wings, even though it's not Thanksgiving, baby. And don't forget your hot dog.
Ooh, yeah.
We got this. Yes, I believe it. The 49ers, if anybody wants to play the Eagles right now, it is the 49ers. They got to be chomping at the bit to get back at that team. Say, yeah, y'all beat us up last year, didn't you? Guess what? We got a quarterback. Now what you gonna do? I got two, in fact. Boy, I can't wait to see this game.
Right.
Hey, you know what? They're not. You know what they're not gonna do? They're not gonna score 30 to beat Brock Purdy. So we ain't got no worries. we all good. We all good.
I can almost.
That's
you know
why I
what,
like to
Tanisha,
hear.
I can almost guarantee that if the Eagles put 30 points on the 49ers defense, I got to come up with something for me to do. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is not happening. No.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you. It ain't happening.
God.
So don't worry, Faithful. Keep your head up and just believe. Just know that our team's got this. They got to score 30 to beat Brock Purdy. That ain't going to happen. Sorry, Birds.
Tell y'all what, I'm gonna
And
see
that's coming from an ex-cheerleader, too, Faithful.
I knew Tanisha was awfully fine for some reason. She knew what to do back in school.
That's right. That's right. Go team, go. Shit.
Hey, I'm gonna see y'all Friday. Bring your score and let's do some more laughing and have a good time. All right?
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy.
Sure, you're right. Keep it up, Faithful. Keep it going. And Mr. Gene D, I want to see you keep that same energy Friday for the first time. I'm not trying to root for nobody, but for the first time when y'all lose on Thursday night. So we'll see you, Gene D. Keep that same energy, player. All right now, Productions. All right now, Mr. Ronbo. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're eating, wash that dish.
And don't forget, in Brock we trust.
I love it. Y'all have a great night. I'm looking forward to Friday. All right.
Friday. Good night.
Night. And I say, YT, outside of smart coaching, we can't have no drive killers tired of seeing big players get called back because of an OPI of our holding, and now we are 2nd and 15. And you know what's so funny? Because Trent will get at least one jump. You know, it's hard to hear in a stadium, in an opposing field stadium, because it's loud, and he's the farthest away from Brock. I really wish sometimes they could put speaker helmets, in the players so they can communicate with the quarterback, but that would make it unfair, and I guess. He's got to get it better. He's going to get one, though. Just hopefully when he gets it, it's not costly. All right. Hey, yo, Jalen!
Seahawks haven't won a ring in 10 years and counting. Ronbo, I know that can't be fun.
Look, because they stopped talking.
What's up, Faithful?
Hey, fam. Yeah,
how you doing tonight, Ronbo?
I'm terribly good. Janabi.
Good to hear from you for a second night in a row. We needed some Ronbo sports to cool our ears and cool our nerves until we get to go the next couple of weeks plucking birds, Ronbo. We got birds after birds after birds. We got the Ravens, Hawks. We got the Cardinals. Jesus, Ronbo. We just going to be eating fried birds for the next month.
I'm going to bring some gravy. We go up
Jesus. Yep. We're going to need some veggies soon, Ronbo. Jesus Christ. But, Ronbo, like I said yesterday, did the Eagles win the Super Bowl last year? Because I've never
not
heard
that
a
I can
team.
recollect.
I've never seen a team talk so much that didn't even win it all.
That's Philly fashion.
I
That's
mean,
Big
you would
Chris up
think.
here talking trash on the
You would
chat.
think, damn, Ronbo, you would think, damn, you lose the Super Bowl. You know, that's basically you losing at your best. We lost in the NFC Championship, Ronbo. That wasn't us at our best. You know, we were handicapped. You guys got all the way to the top, gave it your
It shouldn't
all,
have.
and it wasn't enough. And it wasn't enough, Ronbo. We can say that honestly, we didn't give it our all. We didn't have a quarterback.
Because we couldn't give it all, right? Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, Ronbo, like the Eagles, I'm not worried about them. They didn't play any good teams, Ronbo, last year. They really didn't.
And they've been
They,
sliding by all year long with team. And they say that's a mark of a good team. I said, okay, I'm going to see how good you guys are. You make that mistake against the 49ers in the fourth quarter and think you're going to make a big comeback. I don't think so. Jalen? Jalen got disconnected. There he is.
yeah.
Here you
What
are.
were you saying, Ronbo?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, and
they say it's a mark of a champion that he can come back under all circumstances, all conditions, and still come up with a W. I said, okay, but you know what? You're going to play that out. You guys go ahead and run that same joke against the 49ers. I bet you won't pull it out this time. That tail spin this time, you will crash. I can't wait for them to do that. Oh.
Ronbo, Devontae Smith is not good. Let me just give you a quick example, Ronbo. I've seen guys like him succeed in the league before. If Ronbo, if he was really that good, tell me why the Eagles would feel the need to go and upgrade and get AJ Brown.
And paying all that money. Well,
Ronbo, look at remember Juju Smith back when he was on the Steelers where AB was there?
And they got rid of
Everybody
him.
was saying, man, soon as AB left, Juju Smith, his production went down.
Of course.
Devontae Smith looks good because all the attention is going to AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm.
If AJ Brown wasn't there and everybody had to put their attention on 160-pound Devontae Smith,
He'd be
the
hurt
dude
by
would
now.
look mediocre. He'd look mediocre, Ronbo. He's not good.
I'm putting Ambry on him. I ain't even worried.
I'm not. AJ Brown, that dude is a beast. I'm not gonna lie. He can
I had him in my
single-handedly
mock draft that year.
win you games, Rombos. He can
he's
win you
right.
games, Rombo. He is really good. But Devontae Smith, I'm not convinced that he's all that. I don't think he's better than Brandon Ayuk, Rombo. Like seriously, I really don't.
No, he cannot run routes like Brandon, and you'd be right too.
Yeah, Rombo. I think we're gonna. I mean, we blew out the Steelers, we blew out the Jaguars, and we blew out the Cowboys, and we blew out the Seahawks. Yep. I would not be surprised if we messed around and we. I mean, Rombo, it wouldn't be far fetched.
Don't let that happen.
It wouldn't be far fetched.
I'll be besides myself for the rest of the year. I said, you know what? They beat us a year before we couldn't go to the Super Bowl. And then they went to the Super Bowl, wasted everybody's time, and they got beat. And the following year, they had to pull the 49ers off of the Eagles in the middle of the third quarter. So you know what? That's why I'm laughing. God,
yeah, Ronbo. Oh. I don't know, man, Ronbo. I just because Philly is the type of spiel. If they team is losing, Ronbo, they gonna boo their team. You know, that's the type of stadium. Like they're down 21-0. Oh, their players are gonna hear it. You know, their players are gonna hear it.
I know.
They're not gonna. Yeah. So those Philadelphia fans. I mean, you make a statue of Nick Foles instead of Carson Wentz, who had you 12-0 in position to even get you in the Super Bowl. Y'all straight up. Ronbo, Philly fans are weird. I really don't. They're not making the Super Bowl if Carson Wentz isn't their quarterback that year, Ronbo. I honestly, then you go out and you make a statue of his backup and you bring him back and say, hey, you know, we know there's a statue of the guy that won us the Super Bowl, but hey, we still want you here. I mean, Ronbo, that fan base is weird. It's really weird. It's very weird. And then LaShawn McCoy, did you hear what he said when he was comparing the teams? He said Christian McCaffrey and DeAndre Swift was a toss-up. A toss-up? What?
I was watching that.
Toss-up.
I said, you know,
That,
Shady,
Ronbo,
you
really?
boy, Shady just be
toss-up?
making stuff up.
Between DeAndre Swift and McCaffrey,
That
nobody's
is
even
not
talking about DeAndre Swift, Rombo.
nobody.
He got traded. He got traded from his team for a reason. He clearly wasn't that good.
Well, Jalen, did you hear what they said prior to this? He said that. He says, Shady says, Christian McCaffrey is clearly the best running back in the league. But you know what? Then he followed that up by saying what you just said. They ain't no much difference between. Yes, Shady, what are you talking about? You just said yourself.
Yes, it is, bro. DeAndre Swift ain't nowhere near who Christian McCaffrey is. That's insulting. That is insulting. We're going to kick their ass, Rombo. They need to get humbled. They need to get humbled, Rombo. They've been getting by. I mean, they beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins lost to the goddamn. They got blown out by the Bills. They got beat by the Chiefs. They beat the Chiefs. They beat the 5 and 6 Bills. I mean, Rombo,
you forgot to mention,
the
though.
Cowboys.
Everybody does.
Out.
Slide by the Cowboys.
I mean, Rombo, that's what I'm saying, Rombo. Nobody, they ain't beat nobody.
And they had to work their ass off to win the games they won. And
Just
it didn't work against the Jets, So I said, you know what, that Eagles are just, God is wearing like Russell Wilson said that year, the Lord is wearing an Eagles jersey, apparently. How do they get blessed in the fourth quarter every damned week? So,
Rombo, I still think, to this day, 2 Super Bowls I definitely think was scripted. That Panthers, Broncos, and that Patriots and Eagles, Rombo. There's no reason why you should lose. Tom Brady threw for 500 yards. There's no reason Nick Foles should. Rombo, that was scripted, Rombo.
I know, Jalen, but
if it wasn't for the Cody Parkey double doink, the Eagles shouldn't even have been there.
Jalen, I want to believe in football. I left the NBA because of this.
Rombo, you mean to tell me the 15-1 Carolina Panthers, they go against the Broncos in the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden they can't accumulate in the offense? that Super Bowl, I don't know, man.
Jalen, I hear you. And we got to go though, fam. Let me see you Friday and bring you score and more of that great Jalenism.
We still the kings of the West. Kyler running around so he don't need no rest. And Gene, D, and Rudy, I ain't seen you in a while, but the 49ers going to be the best. Let me get a Niners shout out, Rombo.
A Niners! Jalen! Hey, Steven in Rome and Mrs. Steven.
What's up, Ronbo?
See, we're sitting there getting all pumped up, man. It's turning into a rally now. You know what I'm saying? Wait, the fact of losing, it's not embarrassing because they are 10-1. And you know what's really funny, Steven? The Eagles are the first 10-1 team at this point in the season that's been rated as an underdog in NFL history. I saw that. I said, oh, my God. You said the 49ers, and everybody knows what we know. The Eagles are just sliding by. You got lucky in the fourth quarter with a minute to go, and Dak Prescott steps out of bounds.
What team have they actually blown out? You know what I mean? Like, what team have they actually been
I'd have to look
able
at the
to
schedule,
dominate?
because I've been watching them.
Any care?
I don't remember. Did they blow out anybody?
Like, I don't think they have.
There must be one team that they handled.
I mean, shit. Let me see. I'm gonna see it right now. Hold on.
Because that loss to the Jets was telling.
Oh, well, the Dolphins, yeah, they beat out the Dolphins.
What was the score?
The Dolphins, they beat 17-31.
See, the Dolphins have gotten beat by a lot of teams. You just have to be slightly physical with the Dolphins, and it seems they just bend over or just fall over.
Hold on, check this out. The first 4 games they played was against the Patriots, Vikings, Bucks, and Washington.
Patriots scored.
And they barely beat the Patriots 25-20. The Vikings, they barely won 28-34. Buccaneers 25-11. Washington 31-34.
They beat the Bucks. I'll give them that. 25-11.
And then what was it? They almost lost to Washington 38-31.
I was watching that. I was
thinking, they barely scraped by Dallas 23-28.
I was watching that because I was rooting for
Dallas. And then they almost lost against the Bills. Had the Bills had gone for a field goal, the Eagles would have been 9-2.
If they had an offensive-minded coach, Josh does not have to keep throwing a ball. Burn the clock, get downfield, and knock it into. It's fine. You know what? They're going to lose. We're going to beat them, and they're going to lose another game. And head-to-head competition, if the record is the same at the end of the season, we will get home field advantage. But don't depend on anybody else. God.
Hey, this 49ers team, don't get me wrong, Ronbo, I am a little nervous only because our offensive line still isn't, in my opinion, I don't think it's still up to snuff. I really don't think so.
No, it's
I
not.
mean, John
It's
Feliciano
good.
had some good protection in the middle, but that right side is still our weakest point.
Mm.
You know, Trent Williams can only do so much, but I mean, hey, if we can get a decent enough ironclad wall, it's over for the entire league, including the Eagles. There's nothing that can stop us. We got one. Devonta Smith is maybe a mid-average wide receiver.
Well, you know what?
A.J. Brown is the whole reason why they're so good.
Yeah, and I was just saying, because the fact of the matter is, we've played against lines that are probably equal to the Eagles' rush. Brock is, the kid's turned into a good quarterback. He's not going to wait for them to come and tackle him. So, you know what?
No.
I wouldn't be overly fearful about that. If he did have a front of all five guys up front were tough, this wouldn't even be a game. But as it is, you're right. We're going to have to fight, but he'll get it.
Here's the problem, too, Ronbo, is that the Eagles' front four, I should say, no, that's their front five, I think. I don't know what kind of play scheme they run, but they can't stop mobile quarterbacks. It is extremely hard for them to catch a running quarterback.
The Eagles? They're
slow. They are slow. If you watch them try to go after Josh Allen, it was like watching a bunch of people in slow motion trying to tackle Josh Allen. If you watch them try to tackle Patrick Mahomes, it was like watching slow motion.
Well,
Zach
you know
Wilson, who's also considered a mobile QB,
who's that?
Was eluding the Eagles.
You know, but Steven, who's that one big guy they got? The dude's huge. He looks like he's somewhere between 6'6", and he looks like an NBA player. I was watching him this last game, though. The big man can move. Well, you know, we'll see how effective he is. I don't know why he wasn't playing the whole game.
If you watch the Buffalo game too, Ronbo, you'll notice that their run defense isn't good at all. 5 consecutive plays, all runs, quarterback runs, running back, jet sweeps. They were getting walked.
I saw it
all the way to the other side. Like I said, had Buffalo just gone for the fucking field goal in the position they were in, they probably would have got it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably would have got it. Then they would have been 9-2. But you know, Buffalo thinks they can outgun, a team at any point in time. And so they try to go for the touchdown and failing every time.
Josh with them bombs
that's
away.
the story of their lives.
Under all, and everybody knows he's going to do that. They should know by now. Every team knows Josh is going to sit back, take a 20-step drop, and throw the ball out of the stadium. Well, you know what? Go ahead. We're going to have enough people down there. By the time he gets back there and makes that shot, we'll be ready. So I say, you guys are so easy to see. You're transparent in everything you do.
And like I said, Devonta Smith, bare minimum average wide receiver. Devonta Smith, he's average. DeAndre Swift, very average running back. I would even say he's lackluster. He's not talked about a lot, other than the fact that he's got what was it, the number 0 on his jersey?
Mm. Well, he suffers the same problem as over in Buffalo. They don't like to incorporate the run as much as they probably should. Now, see, that's where teams fail against the 49ers. You go ahead and keep throwing the ball. Your quarterback's either going to be killed or there's going to be a turnover. Go ahead, keep throwing it. Please, keep throwing it. Don't run, throw it.
It makes no sense. This season, running backs are in. If you notice, a lot of touchdowns are made by running backs.
Yep.
I mean, look at Pacheco from Kansas City.
Yep. Look at Christian McCaffrey.
Pacheco runs like he's angry at the ground 24/7. McCaffrey, he's got the most rushing touchdowns in the NFL as we speak.
And that's not going to end this weekend.
No, it's not. It's not. And then people think, oh, no, running backs are obsolete. Bro, they're the forefront of the entire NFL offense.
I'm telling you. Steven, we ran a clock. Let me see you Friday. Bring that score in Rome. Let's get into it.
I don't do scores, but I go win or losses. So
that's right.
We'll see by Friday how I'm feeling.
All right, fam. Talk to you then.
All right, Ronbo. Have a good night.
There goes Steven. Little Rome, you heard him in the back. Hey, Alice. God. I just want this whole thing about not having a quarterback, and Eagles fans run around talking about, oh man, y'all got an excuse. Where is that an excuse? How's that an excuse? Would you play better without your quarterback? Ellis, did I hear you? Ellis.
Biggity.
Hey, come on in, fam. Yeah, we in here getting all worked up. Cause maybe I'll skip tomorrow. I won't read what's being said. The coach is saying one thing, but the players saying things just to get people fired up. Okay, I just want our guys to stop doing it. Somebody have some class, because the Eagles don't have none. We already know about it. Nick Sirianni sets that example when he's running down the tube in Kansas City, yelling up at the fans. What kind of coach does that? Well, let's go ahead.
Yeah, well, a lot of times, like back in the day, the ones that talk the most are usually the most scared.
Yeah, that probably holds true today.
So, all of the rah-rah and all of the little extras and stuff like that is. I know A.J. Brown, him and Debo are really close, so he doesn't have any personal issues and stuff. So he just, but the Hassan Reddick and then, the Philly everything, LaShawn McCoy and Sirianni and their fan base and the Philly natives and stuff, they scared, man. They scared right now. So that's just a reflection of fear.
It's that East Coast thing. Philly, New Jersey, New York, Boston to some degree. Boy, you get in an argument with them folks out there, boy. The sign could be saying red, and he'll argue with about that. I said, man, y'all just don't. You just okay, fine.
Yeah. Well, it's when you're delusional. I mean, we should ask Rudy and Jim Everett. What that's like. That
Since
level of delusion.
It
sounds like
I know.
It sounds like they, they root for the same damn team. They're the same. They're so like-minded. But,
I mean, anybody, if they're just begging for somebody to get us, since they can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They kicks, man. It's all. They're goofy. But look, man, it's this. The game plan, as far as with Kyle, he needs to make sure that he's utilizing Elijah Mitchell and giving us some change of pace in the backfield. He needs to switch it up a little bit this week. Be more sneaky with using Christian McCaffrey. I don't think he'll incorporate, Jordan Mason, unless obviously Mitchell goes down or, heaven forbid, Christian goes down. But when it comes to the run game, Debo and Elijah Mitchell are going to be key pieces in giving a different look to the Eagles because they are totally sold out on it being Christian McCaffrey. And that's one of my concerns, is that Kyle's not going to do that. And he's going to be doing what he usually does, which is overworking Christian McCaffrey. And these guys are going to be taking cheap shots and trying to hurt him. And we're going to lose our star for the season on some shit. That's what I fear more than anything because of the choices that Kyle Shanahan is going to make in overusing, Christian McCaffrey. So I think we need to use our power.
It would be nice. But you remember the game against a few years ago? Was that 2019? We played the New Orleans Saints. And we all probably expected the same thing. Don't look for Shanahan to come and play these guys normally. What we're feeling about the Eagles, Shanahan's feeling 3 times over. So if anybody thinks that we're going to come in there doing the same routine as we always do, so the Eagles can sit back and just know exactly what's going to happen, are you in for a treat? I guarantee you're not going to see your normal game against the Eagles that you always see. Watch, I'll be yelling and screaming about that the whole first quarter. I told you, fam, Kyle is just as brazen on whooping these dudes as we are. Eagles don't know what's going to hit them. They have no idea which way we're coming from next. They won't.
Yeah, I mean, Christian McCaffrey getting put out in the slot. Having him run in between
the tackles and not the guards, not in the A and B gap, but like the C and the outside. And then, do Jordan Mason and Elijah Mitchell in between those inner gaps for a while, throw them off to where they're not expecting CMC to get the ball in between the guards and the tackles, and then just, switch it up to where it's like they can't keep up. The cadence, they're like, okay, now he's going to go with this play. They shouldn't even be saying that and predicting it, to be correct, that is. So let them, kind of, forecast whatever they want, but make sure that you're outsmarting them. So I know Kyle can do it, but he needs to do it.
Let me ask you this question, though. Where is Philly the weakest? Not the front line, but where are they the weakest?
Secondary.
There you go. That's all.
Secondary.
That's all you need to know.
And that's what I was going to say. We don't need to do anything when it comes to the pass game. We definitely need to be making sure that we're passing the ball, though. That's what I will say. Brock Purdy's got to be, on his P's and Q's, and our guys need to be catching the ball. This is not a game where there should be any drops or any miscues. Or if anything, we need less than 4 miscues in the pass game because, once that ball gets tipped in the air, man, it's like a 70-30 chance that ball is going to get intercepted a lot of the time now because it's becoming so popular, popping the ball in the air and stuff like that versus guys just knocking it down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So, but I think this is going to be, between this game and the Ravens game, man, outside of us playing in the Super Bowl, these are the two most important games that we're going to play all year long, y'all.
Yep.
And we got it, and we up for the match. We ready for battle. So we just got to do the job. You know what I'm saying? Get it done.
Yeah, because I'm positive Philly's expecting exactly what you're saying, and Kyle ain't coming around that direction. I absolutely know it, because he's going to give Brock every chance he can to beat him. You see McCaffrey jump up. You see some more bubble screens that day, boy. And if you get McCaffrey out in the open against that weak linebacking group. Ayuk and Bradbury, that's going to be a toy.
Yeah. Well, Ayuk, I think there's nobody on that team that can cover Brandon Ayuk in the secondary. That's just off rip. And then one-on-one, there's nobody covering Debo. You might be able to stick with him for a minute, but if that ball gets in his hands, he's likely going to drag you, throw you off him, give you the horse kick, and he's going to keep pushing and, or dragging whoever. George Kittle, it's going to be the same treatment. This is a game where Kyle needs to, spreading the ball around. He's been doing that lately. This is a game for absolutely and positively sure that if he spreads the ball around this game, Philly is done.
I can see that. Watch Juice get a reception this week.
Please let Kyle Juszczyk get it good. Let him get 3 touches, Kyle.
Yeah.
He's one of the healthiest. He's about to be one of the most healthiest players in the NFL. And that's because he plays well. That's because his technique is sound, and he takes care of his body, so he doesn't get injured that much. And thank God, because he is a key.
He's so important.
Key player on this team. So yeah, man, it's gonna be good. Devontae Smith is overrated. He 175 pounds soaking wet. He's in football shape for the most part. But come on, man. Ambry all day can guard him, no problem. AJ Brown, Charvarius Ward got the lock on him. If he can keep up with DK Metcalf, it's not going to be anything for him to keep up with AJ Brown. AJ Brown is slow compared to DK Metcalf. He's a phenomenal player. Yeah, he's a phenomenal player. Don't get me wrong. That's locks all day.
I'm gonna see you Friday. Bring that score.
Hell yeah.
And get ready for this weekend. Yes.
That's a bet. That's a bet, man. I can't wait. I appreciate it, family. Thank you, man. Shout out to the faithful, man. Shout out to Frank, man. Shout out to all the Tonys, man. Shout out to Evan. Shout out Papa D. Shout out, who else we got, Bo? I don't know. Shout out to the whole family. Shout out to Chat, man. Shout out to y'all.
Don't forget Big Show.
You know what it is, man.
Yeah.
Donut and Tanisha.
Yeah.
Show don't come in here with that negative shit tonight, okay?
We gotta have Show. He makes me laugh.
Don't come in here with that shit tonight, man. We gonna be all right.
Show might be scared too. That's why he's not in here.
we gonna be all right.
I'll see you Friday.
We gonna be all right.
All right.
Yes, sir. Hit that like, subscribe, man. You know where you at.
Thanks, Ellis. Hey, yo, Bill.
All right, I'm going to address something. If you watched that Eagle game, I don't care what people
You know we all
would say.
did.
Different.
Mm.
He took 3 steps forward. He fumbled the ball in overtime, and they gave it back to the Eagles. Do not let that. I just hope that the Niners don't let it get an overtime. Don't even let it get close. We need to blow them out at the start. Don't let the referees make the decision because they'll make the bad call. They'll make a bad call, and they'll do it in favor of Philly.
Especially if it's in the fourth quarter. Exactly. That's why I so agree, Bill. Do not get in a position where the referees can hand that game to the Eagles because they will. You're right.
Oh, yeah, they did that. And I hope the Niners sat back and watched that game and learned, all right, what if they blatantly make 7 steps or 10 steps, fumble the ball? Oh, no, it's Philly's ball. Touchdown, Philly wins. They pull something out like that, because, I don't know. I mean, it's disgusting. That was disgusting.
It's been going on for years, Bill. I'm used to it. I mean, you never get used to it, but I already know it's coming. I try not to overreact because they're going to do it. They're going to do it every time. If there's a marginal play where the ref can either not throw the flag or if it looks like it's slightly leaning against the other team, against the 49ers, it's going to go. They're going to call it.
Oh, you know it. They're going to call it against us. We don't need to even keep that game close because, I don't want to hear from any of the Eagle fans, out there, talking about how they beat us with the quarterback and it should be Super Bowl. They should be handed a Super Bowl.
See, that's what they're going to do, too. You're right, but you call it in advance. We beat y'all. Your quarterback came, but we still beat you. Now you shut the hell up. Okay, you guys are not going to get that opportunity, Eagles. I'm telling you, it's not happening.
Right. Right. The Ravens are making the Super Bowl, and I'm going to tell you this straight out. There's no way Philly's going to beat the Baltimore Ravens. No way. You could give them 10 games, and they'll lose all 10. Philly cannot beat the Ravens. They have no business going to the Super Bowl. They have no business even making the NFC Championship. They have no business going any forward. They're a fluke team. And what I would love to see is us send the Cowboys home in the NFC Championship and see them crying. That would be bittersweet.
You know what, Bill? You know what I feel bad about? The Cowboys will never do that again when they're playing the 49ers because the embarrassment of getting caught in the stands, crying like a baby, grown-ass men and women. It's going to be recorded. It's going to be played over and over and over.
That's right. But, Ronbo, who did we not have when we played the Cowboys?
There was a good player that was missing. Who was it?
Chase Young. We didn't have Chase Young.
Oh, as far as the defense goes, we didn't have Javon Kinlaw or Chase Young. This is why, if anybody thinks otherwise, and Nick's already giving great rave reviews about Chase Young's impact on that defense, and he's just got a few games in. Wait till another 2 or 3 weeks. He's already killing people.
Right. So I'm going to tell you something. They thought the score was bad last time. It's going to be even more worse this time.
Oh, yeah.
Because one thing about Dak is when Dak's under pressure, he's an interception machine.
Well, you know what, Bill? Honestly, I hate to admit it, but he looks a little better now than he did 2 or 3 weeks ago. He just made a mistake.
Of course, he hadn't been under pressure. What? He ain't been looking good. He's been playing low-rated teams. He's been playing easy teams. No.
Well, he did blow it against the Eagles. All he had to do was keep his big feet in bounds, and they scored a touchdown. And that might have been all it took. You look at how the Eagles escape these last couple of games against good teams. And I call the Cowboys good teams because some of the other teams they played are not even that good. But the Eagles should have lost to both the Cowboys and the Bills. And both teams gave it to them. Eagles didn't take it. They took it. They gave it to them. I said, man, my God, that was a dumb mistake.
But you know what? I think we're going to be all right. Even if we have to go into Philly and beat them at home.
But we don't have playing people at home. I mean, on the road.
Yeah, I don't see us going on the road. I see us actually probably clinching home field. as long as we don't lose any more games. We can't lose to Baltimore. We can't lose to the Eagles.
Baltimore
we can't lose any more.
is worrisome. But everybody else we play on the schedule, I can see the 49ers. If they 49ers beat the Eagles, they might actually beat the Ravens. And if that happens, we will get home field advantage. I do not see 16-1 by the Eagles. I just can't imagine that. Sliding by for 16 weeks? Oh, come on. Really? No.
No. They did at least have 2 or 3 more losses. They should have lost to the Chiefs. They should have lost to the Cowboys. And they should have lost to the Bills.
Yes.
We shouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah.
It's all been fluky. And, seriously, I'm not even worried. Eagles need to be worried about us. And I think, we clinch home field. We won't be seeing them again. We clinch home field. We take care of business. And we take care of business with Baltimore and the rest of the teams. I don't think we'll be seeing them again.
Yeah.
And I really do believe that they'll be eliminated by the Cowboys in the playoffs.
Or worse, the Lions. Bill, be real quick for you. Your boy Texas Boy says Devontae Smith is better than Debo. The thing is, he's got more touchdowns. Debo doesn't get the ball as much as Ayuk does for the touchdowns. See, this is the thing. The Texas Boy, guys, don't let Texas Boy get away. Get him.
No, I'm going to say something about Texas Boy. There ain't no way that Devontae Smith is better than Debo Samuel. We don't see Devontae Smith coming out in the boombox. We don't see Devontae Smith doing half the stuff Debo does. Get over yourself, Texas Boy.
Different kind of
You're getting a little flattered about when I'm making a call, but I did make a prediction, Texas Boy. Yeah. Your team's going to be on the couch when the Niners host the Lombardi Trophy. So get that through your head.
We got to go. Bill, I'll see you Friday.
Give me a Niners shout-out.
Yes. Niners! Bill. I'll see you Friday.
Don't let Texas Boy get in your head, Ronbo.
No,
don't let Texas Boy.
I just watch him every now and then. Him and Chrissy Everett, they just get obnoxious, but that's fine. They'll be handled. Okay. I will see you Friday.
I'll see you Friday with the score.
All right. Yo, JT.
Boy, get your head, Ronbo.
We haven't talked to JT in a while. JT, turn that volume down on whatever you're listening to. It's bleeding into your mic. JT. JT will be back. Let us go ask our timekeeper what time it is. Yes, and what time is it, sir?
Check the clocks around here. Wait, there's a clock around here. Wait a minute, hold on.
He's going to pull it out. I can't wait for this. Here he comes.
Niners.
Oh!
Yeah, boy.
And did I see that chain on Rice? That chain's been about 4 or 5 guys on the team wearing that.
He got the helmet. He got the gold helmet with the diamonds on there. I can't afford that, man. I don't Uber drive enough like these haters do. I need to send some.
I like yours just as much, Norm.
So I can afford one of them Jerry Rice chains. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, man, the smoke is wanted. I ain't even worried about the chats, man. I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all to death. It's the chatting going on between these Eagles and these Niners, man. It's hella funny.
Ain't it?
So Don Reddick, man, I guess he wants to finish what he started.
He ain't doing them but drawing some attention. Hassan go fool around and be carried off the field. If they have to take him off the field on the wagon, I'm going to lose my mind laughing. And I ain't like that. I don't like to see players get hurt. But if they blast him,
I don't wish injuries on players. I wish the only thing that get hurt is y'all feelings when y'all see the scoreboard and the clock is 0 and y'all got less points than ours. That's the only thing I want to see hurt is y'all feelings.
Yes, I agree.
Right.
But Hassan is getting on my nerves. But go ahead.
Yeah, I want to see him get his feelings hurt. I want to go on Michael Parsons' podcast and follow him Monday, like, man,
with a neck brace on, neck brace on, and arm cast. You know what? If they wouldn't have broke my arm, we was going to win that. Oh, But last year when you broke my quarterback's arm, that was okay. So,
like,
you know.
Like one of them, my girl had to make me my favorite meal to cheer me up type of thing. You hear?
Big Chris, we gonna bring it.
Yeah. We got these boys, man. I know I've been hearing about everybody talking about how much Philly been getting exposed for these last several games.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Sliding by. Got away. Survived. Man.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like, that O-line, the Phillies O-line is probably one of the better O-lines that Niners be facing, but you think they're going to be able to handle everything that's coming at them?
No, it's real quick. I want to tell you. I just want to tell you real quick because I seen Washington earlier this year. They show highlights, and Chase was back there just as much as Jalen was. They had him back there constantly. I said, you know what? Jalen knows exactly how to handle that offensive line, don't he? Yeah.
We got him and Bosa on each side. I don't know if Philly's O-line is going to be like, they're going to have to eat their Wheaties, man, drink a little extra few vitamin water bottles, man.
There is no line that can handle all that stuff. And Javon in the middle, I got Eric. Now, there is no O-line that can contain that. You may be able to stop a couple of them every now and then, but you ain't stopping that whole four. No.
Right. That's one weakness. Like, I don't know. That's going to be a battle for it. That's going to be a good battle, though. But, I heard Philly's defense is only 9th ranked. As a matter of fact, they said they is 20th in points allowed per game. Philly's defense.
So we see it every week when they play them, when you see them playing.
And 30th in what is it? I think it was third down conversions. 30th and third down conversions allowed. Something like that.
Mm-hmm. The gap in stats is huge out of several categories.
They let Purdy exploit that. You feel me? Real quick. Him and Ayuk getting all that good chemistry right there. Let him exploit that one time. Because their secondaries, I think that's I've heard it here too. That's their weakness. You feel me? Defense.
Right across the middle.
And then linebackers really ain't ready for this ground and pound town we got coming for them now. I don't think they're gonna be ready. They're gonna try to be ready for it though. They might have us in the first half. I ain't gonna lie, but
they're not slouches. It will be back and forth for a bit, but I
noticed. Yeah, I noticed they let teams push ahead in the first half. They get got in the first half, and then they end up coming back on a few of them key things.
It didn't happen in the Super Bowl, though, did it? Oh, wait. They started off, and they got snatched in the second half. That's right. Mahomes and the company came back and got them in the second half. Well, that was last year. This year, I don't know. This year, Mahomes got some sorry receivers. Let him down.
Just got to put some pressure on Jalen Hurts, man. Put some pressure on Jalen Hurts. Pressure makes diamonds for our secondary.
Mm.
You know?
We just got to make sure he ain't got no lanes to throw into, Norm. And that front four will take care of the rest.
Oh, God. Steve Wilkes, stay on the sidelines and just figure it out, man, because you got, if you can, like, so I heard somebody say Travarius Ward locking down on AJ Brown.
That's going to be a assignment. That's going to be tough. He can do it.
But Ambry Thomas can handle his part, too, though.
I ain't worried about Devontae. I'm really not. Ambry can definitely handle Devontae.
That could be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. I'll come with a score later, but I just feel like
we can wait to fight anyway.
I just feel like it's gonna be one of them games where the referees, and we ain't even got to worry about the referees. If we execute properly, the referees ain't even gonna matter. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? All they can do is just keep the game exciting for Philly and make some plays available, make some calls, some kind of disruptive calls that we be like, what the heck's going on? But all they doing is just keeping the ratings up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that game that Vegas really got. There's a lot of odds at the table in Vegas. Of course, come on now. That's all I gotta say.
And Norm, being a 3-point underdog, you're 10-1. You're a 3-point underdog at home. You know the computers, they run those models and over and over and over. It's true, man for man, stat for stat. The Eagles are not as good as the 49ers. Unless the 49ers lay a real egg, they got no business. Last time we were favored by 3 points, didn't we blow out the Jaguars? That was the Jags, I think. We were favored by 3. and I got scared. We beat them like a stepchild for 4 quarters. So you know what?
In their house.
Yeah, in their house.
In their house. So we can go up to Philly and do the same thing. But I mean, it's gonna be a lot harder to do.
Yeah.
But it can be done.
I agree.
Definitely be done. And that's all I gotta say.
And
it's Niners all day.
Norm, I can't wait to see you Friday, man. Bring that score back. Let's do that.
You feel me? Let's get it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ronbo Sports. Like and subscribe, y'all.
Thanks, fam.
And shout out to all the faithfuls.
Give my best to little Norm and Mama Norm. I like that.
Thank
little
you.
Norm, Mama Norm. That's cute.
Thank you.
Like Norm.
Please.
And we got here. JT. I haven't heard from JT in like forever. JT.
Thank you.
Wait for it. Okay, you heard. Now you heard it. JT might be asleep because I heard in the feedback that he must have heard that. I think he heard it last time. Hey, JT might be out. All right. Yo, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo, how's that going, buddy?
My night's going good. I'm glad I'm hanging out with you and the family.
Oh,
but because I can't be. Oh yeah, I mean I can't be alone with my own thoughts. I'm going nuts.
No, I can't either. I'm sitting in the corner thinking about Sunday, getting all pumped up like the Rocky movie.
I know, right?
You know, it's almost like the Rocky movie, getting all pumped up. You know?
Oh God,
Then
Texas boys making jokes about
going to Philly.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Texas boys making jokes about Bosa's 8 sacks, and Michael thinks that's funny. How would Michael think anything's funny about the 49ers after
Look
they got
at the Cowboys. They got a quarterback that. Hey, I could deal with Bosa than having the quarterback throws an INT, giving the game away.
You know, and I mean, and your team got your ass handed to you, 42-10, and you have the unmitigated gall to make statements like that.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Well,
Shoot.
where does the nerve
This
come
boy
from?
don't know nothing. What he knows about is the losing team Cowboys, and they're not going nowhere. Trust me. They're going to get in and they're going to get out. They're not going to last long. They're going to get knocked out. Whoever they play, they're going to get knocked out.
Yeah. I hope it's the Lions. That'll add insult to embarrassment as well.
Well, what seed would the Cowboys be right now? The playoffs started today. Which seed would they be?
Hey, good question. Because they're not winning the division, and so they'd fall to a second tier. Are the 49ers, the Eagles?
Mm-hmm.
Who's leading the South?
The Lions.
No,
NFC
South.
The Atlanta Falcons. The number first. Right, Atlanta Falcons.
Okay, so
number
you got
one.
Falcons 3.
I hope they make it. I hope they make the playoffs.
What's the other conference? Who's number 4?
Well, we'd be number 2, right?
Yeah. Lions. Lions are leading that division, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So there's your 4. There's your top 4.
Lions. Yep.
Now I'm not sure what the process is.
Seattle and Dallas. It'll be Dallas and Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Or Seattle, Dallas and Seattle. Because Dallas has 3 losses. Does Seattle have 3 losses too?
Yeah, but you're right. Those are the next 2 teams.
4 losses.
The Saints.
They got 4. Yeah.
Aren't the Saints involved in there somewhere?
Saints is another team. Yeah, Saints are up there too. I think Atlanta's in first place. I think Atlanta's in first place.
No, we're trying to get the second. We're trying to get the second 4. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I don't know who's gonna play who first because the Eagles get a bye.
I don't care. I don't care. The Niners are going to go in the playoffs and rock and roll them with a big boombox going on.
Hey,
you what?
A lot of trash talking.
Debo is way better than the Eagles receiver. Yeah, I don't know why they say Debo is way better than Smith.
Oh yeah.
That's why I put Smith. I had him in my fantasy league. I put him on the bench. He stinks.
Yeah, compared to Debo, Debo does a lot of things and he does really well. And Devontae.
Debo does more than receiving. He does running and everything. He's the beast. Don't worry, Debo's going to be doing good this Sunday. I think this will be his game.
Oh, do you know how bad he wants to play in this game? I hope he just isn't getting hurt because Debo
I'd be back
will hurl himself like a bullet at somebody and end up getting hurt. I just want to be smart.
He's gonna be one of those guys that just shoots around and shoot him right out like a missile.
Oh, they don't want Debo to get that ball out in the flat.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Nope. Ayuk is going to field day. You watch it. Ayuk first play, like I said, is going to score a touchdown. You watch. He's getting back at him. What they did, and pretty much get back at him for what they did to his arm. He wants to get that touchdown.
Exactly.
Same play that he was out
exactly
he's
same
do the
play.
same play right back.
Bradbury running out there like looking like a fool.
And Mr. Ayuk, if you get a touchdown, put the ball on the Eagle logo and say,
you know what he's going to do.
That's it.
Ayuk's cool. He's not going to say anything. But you know who's going to go nuts? It's going to be Brock. He got his arm broken that play, and he's going to do the Brock. You know he stands in the middle of the field and starts howling?
He's going to be the next Rocky. He's going to act like Rocky.
Yeah.
He's going to get Rocky now. Boom, boom. He's going to be like Rocky with those punches. Oh, yeah. I think, I just hope he beat him. I hope he beat him bad.
I do, too.
I want to see a 40 burger on them.
Oh, that'd be so
I
awesome.
can smell it.
Nobody will have beaten him like that all
right in their
year.
pants.
Oh.
No. See, they're getting away. They're getting away. You know, they could have had another loss. The Chiefs could have beat the Eagles.
Every week. I don't know how
Bills could have beat the Eagles. The Chiefs could have beat the Eagles. The Cowboys. Imagine, that would have been 4
The
losses.
Commanders should have beat the Eagles. They had to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching that.
5 losses. Imagine 5 losses total for the Eagles, and we would have had 3. We would have been 2 games ahead of number 1 seed.
You know what that tells you, Michael? We're going to score on them for sure. Everybody else does. Now, let's see
we're scoring. We're
if they can come back
Eagle
on
fans,
us.
you better watch it. We're coming for you Sunday. 4:25, we're coming after you, Eagle fans. We're going to beat you guys. Trust me. Purdy's mad. He's going to be the next Rocky Balboa. He's going to come out and fight. And I told my daughter, we're going to clean you guys. You better watch it. You better hide behind mommy. Your daddy's going to show you. Yep.
Is your daughter, is she an Eagle fan?
Diehard. She has jerseys. Diehard Eagle fan. She told me, she's gonna buy me. No, she told me. Yeah, she told me if I lose, I gotta wear an Eagle boxer and one of those Eagles bras that she has. I'm like, I'll wear no bra. I'll wear a boxer, but not no bra. I said, you buy me a boxer. No, I told you, buy me a boxer. The Eagles, I'll wear it. But if we beat you, I'll give you
49er jersey. Yeah.
I'm not getting my Steve Young jersey signed. She'll probably take that and.
No. She can only wear it in front of you. She can only wear it in front of you, so she doesn't abuse it.
Texas boy, you better get worried about Thursday night. You know, I mean, if you beat them, great. But if you lose, I don't care if you lose because we still hold both of you guys. Seattle and Dallas is ours. We got both of you guys. So it doesn't matter. If you guys lose Dallas, I'll be happy either way.
Oh, God.
Yep. I just can't wait, man. It's like the clock ticking. Can't wait. It's like the Rocky match. 4:25. Let's get in the ring, boys. Get in the ring.
Let's win this game. I just want to.
And Texas boy, you'll be watching us creaming them. Oh yeah, I can't wait, Ronbo. I can't wait.
Well, you won't see Texas. Texas boy will be gone for another week. He takes out a week at a time.
No, he'll hide under his mommy's basement.
Yeah, after that game, though, Texas boy showed up. Remember last year, I think we beat the Cowboys, and Texas boy, he reverted to be a 49er fan for about 4 or 5 days. It was hilarious.
It
didn't last
maybe
long.
if we win the Super Bowl, he might change his mind. Hey, if we win the Super Bowl, he might change his mind. Say,
he won't be accepted. Nobody here is going to. If he says it's Texas boy, I'm turning to a 49er fan. We're not, don't talk to him.
Nope. And Jim Rivers' team is never going to see a Super Bowl for a couple of years. I'm sorry, that Rams team is not going to be no Super Bowl. Nope. Still at 10 years, 9-10 years. I don't think, no.
Michael, I'm going to keep that score ready because you're coming back Friday. And,
I will. I'll get the score ready. I'm getting ready. I'm getting the score ready. I'm getting the food ready. I'm getting ready for Sunday, 4:25.
Yes, indeed. All right, Michael.
You too, Robert. You have a good night. Have a good night, 49 Empire. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, fam. Say hello to that daughter of yours with that Eagle jersey, too. All right. Night. All right, go 5, 9. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, what is your name?
RSB. I've called him before.
How
you doing, Ronbo?
Did you say RSB? I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
Hey, he's RSB. RSB, hello. I mean, when's the last time we talked?
Probably last year.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll put your name down this time so we won't forget you. All right, Speak. Well, come on in, man. You must have something you got to say about this. Well, go ahead.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm excited for this game. I can't wait. All this talk about the Rocky stuff, that's great and everything.
Yeah.
But I just want to put this out there to all the faithful, all the Niners fans. You know a Niner fan, reach out to them. Just spread this around. Stay away from that freaking statue. Don't touch it.
We learned about that last year.
Yeah, just
it's bad luck.
wait till we beat them, and then you want to mess with that statue and put some Niner boxer shorts over his head. Go for it, man. Until we beat them, stay the freak away from that damn statue.
Yeah, it's bad luck.
Yeah.
Somebody said it was bad luck. I didn't pay any attention. Then we lost the game, and I said, there may be something to that myth, but may not be a myth.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody else has done something to that statue. A couple of teams. Didn't work out well for them afterward.
Beat them first in their own house, and then, have at it.
Oh, God. And
But
that's what the
until
Rocky
then,
thing is
we
the
just-
last thing I want to do. There's other things I want to do besides that. Eagles,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
We
Anyway.
just got to show up and be about the business, and that's it. Do what we've been doing.
Yeah, and outplaying them, RSB. When you look at the stats, the margin between efficiency and achievement this year is absurd. I mean, they really, I don't know why in the world they would win that game unless the 49ers just really lay an egg, like some of the other teams that they've beaten have done. Buffalo had that game. Even the Kansas City, he doesn't. Poor Patrick doesn't have a receiver. I mean, come on. They're getting away.
Yeah. Another point I want to touch on is the comparisons between like Jalen and Brock. The Eagles got one of the best O-lines in the league, and ours is rated one of the lowest.
Yep.
So do with that what you will.
Yeah. Well, he's managed to work behind it. He's got some of the best stats in the game. So
exactly my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man. Their
it's going to
defensive
be a
pass
good one.
rush, though. What do you think, RSB? The defensive pass rush, we've got one of their guys from last year, and I don't think each and every one of the guys on the line like last year is going to come up with 10 sacks. That was a mind-blowing stat when I remember hearing that
we
last
got
year.
Double Rhetoric or something, man. I'm worried about that guy. That guy is
He's the least of your
Clever
worries.
Lang, man. He's like Clever Lang and Rocky 3, man.
Yeah, but he'll be dealt with. If anything, he has dug a hole for himself. The 49ers will focus their energy on him like no other guy in the player, which worries me because that means somebody else will step up where Reddick's being contained because Micah Parsons also the same thing. Micah's like, oh, Micah Parsons is going to kill you guys. We took Micah Parsons out like a bad habit in that game.
Yeah.
So look for Reddick to be contained, and he ain't as good as Micah.
Yeah. I just don't think we were expecting it last time, but they're going to be looking for him this time. So.
Hell yes. As much as he's been
It's
talking,
gonna be a lot better.
attention. Yep. And remember,
the only
he's the
thing
guy
that
that
does
ruined his
bother me,
arm.
though,
What's that?
is the one thing that bothers me is the rain. It's supposed to rain, I heard.
Yeah, 60%.
I don't know.
60% chance. That worries everybody.
Yeah. I know we do struggle with that sometimes, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Still not worried about it. It's
Might be a mental issue. I think they could overcome that.
Well, we had that one in the rain against Washington, beat the brakes off them in their own house. And I remember they were doing belly slides and shit on the field. That was great, man.
Because Washington couldn't play in that rain either. That was that's the worst facility in the NFL. I mean, the water was standing on the field like a lake. They don't have any drainage system. That was just strange.
Yeah.
So we'll be fine. And you got a team that's motivated like you've probably never seen before. The 49ers, they just ruined the 49ers' lives individually last year. So I expect a hell of a game for the 49ers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think everybody's going to be playing on their best, man. They got, everybody's got something invested in this one right here.
Absolutely.
That left a sour, bad taste in everyone's mouth. And, I think they're going to be playing their asses off.
All right,
no doubt.
Bet on it. I mean, we knew we were one of the best teams in football last year. The defense was on point. Even with young Brock Purdy, we were still smoothly moving along. Now you've got a more seasoned Brock Purdy. And now you got a defensive line that's even more devastating than last year. And a secondary that's a little more mature. I like our chances a lot.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, Ronbo, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
And everything you do, man. I love your show.
Thanks, RSB. And I said, we got your name down. Next time I see you call in, we'll know who it is. It's RSB. All right, fam. We'll
All right, Ronbo. Thanks, man. Good night.
You. Got time Friday. Looking for you. All right. Night, fam. Let's go back and check on JT and see.
You and everything you do, man. I love your show.
JT's sleep. All right, let's go to the next person. JT's not gonna ever hear us. Let's get yo JJ. JJ. What if JJ's in that big rig and he's rolling on the road again and he's rolling.
Behind me.
JJ.
Yeah, what's up, bud? How you doing?
Oh man, this is that game, man. We need, JJ. You know what I love about this?
It doesn't matter how. I'm joking.
It doesn't matter. I haven't had this kind of fun. You know how we used to play the Hawks and get all pumped up. You used to play the Rams and get all pumped up. There's a couple of teams in our conference, of course, that never got pumped up about the Cardinals. But the Rams and the Hawks, and mainly because their people talk too damned much. So you can't wait to play their teams, right? And Eagles fans worked me over in Twitter last year. I mean, I was beaten up and bruised. They were talking so much trash. This year, they're back. They're back. And now, oh, God. Oh, if we win this game, JJ.
I'm gonna lose my shit, Ronbo.
Oh, me, same here, man.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm a little nervous, mainly because again I looked at the record, but again you got to remind yourself records are meant to be broken.
Yep.
And you know what's crazy, Ronbo? I went back and I just looked at the NFC Championship game. Brock went down 7 minutes into the game.
Yes.
They had the one touchdown that they did, but remember, Kyle never called it, so Devontae Smith dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So that was already like, when you look at the timing, they didn't score until 1 minute left until the half.
Right? I was getting ready to mention
and
that.
Brock
it was
went
a close
down.
game.
Yeah, Brock went down early.
And it was a close game until like you say, the half, and then they took off in the second half. But what does that tell you? We didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah, but see, that's my point. Without a quarterback, the thing is, if you have one that is consistently converting third downs, like Brock does, like Jimmy did, like all these other quarterbacks that do, your defense is well rested.
Yep.
Being the fact that Purdy went down extremely early, our defense was getting tired and was on the field a hell of a lot longer, but still could not score on them.
Yep.
And you want to go against Chase Young and Javon Hargrave, who knows your damn defense, and Randy Gregory and Bosa and this entire team that wants to just beat the living shit out of you.
Yes.
And now you have, but see, my thing too, Ronbo, was when Sean Riddick was talking his shit.
Still talking.
I was just like, I think the best thing we could have done is just completely stay quiet. But Debo can't keep his mouth shut.
I know.
But I'm not even mad at him. So I'm expecting a big game between with Debo and Kittle. I just want to light him up.
Ayuk wants some. They got nobody out there that's capable of covering him. They're going to run that same play that was about to be ran before they broke Brock's arm. I guarantee. I'll watch. You
know me, Ron. I'm not biased, so I look at things like these a lot because I have a lot of Eagle friends, and they're just saying that you guys. I mean, come on, you weren't gonna beat us, and blah blah blah. Even with Brock, it's like, you guys kidding me? You didn't score until like a minute before the half.
I mean, really?
And that was because the defense was starting to get. But not only that, it was like, I mean, I understand when we play against teams where their quarterback goes down or a star player goes down, it's like, okay, this is kind of a gimme. But I'm not going to sit there and say, we dominated you, and that's what we are.
Oh, no, you wait till the game afterward, and then you can say it, like you tell the Cowboys.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Cowboys had everything. They had all their star players, and they just completely looked like crap.
Oh, God.
But
you talk about Eagle fans, though. Big Chris is in here saying Slay will be on Debo. Can you imagine Bradbury trying to deal with Ayuk?
Rob, that's why I'd asked you if you noticed when we were when we were playing the Cowboys, I asked you because in my opinion, one of the best corners in the game is still Gilmore.
Yeah.
And I asked you, do you think Gilmore's going to be able to keep up with Ayuk? And you said, hell no. And I remember your response was, hell no.
Yeah. And he
so,
wasn't.
I mean,
Debo, Debo does what Debo does. And Debo, maybe he may not be that kind of wide receiver that's going to show you a lot of pop and flash and run routes and have ankles broken. But yeah, if you're running alongside of him and that ball's put in the right place and he makes a catch, if you're still hanging around, you won't be. He will take you
Debo's
down.
tough. That's what Shanahan loves about this dude. That's what I like about him. I like him more than Ayuk. But you already know my opinion on Ayuk.
I don't want to lose either one of them. I want to keep Debo. People do, yeah. If I had to make a choice, I ain't making no choice.
Yeah, but I'm a little nervous about it. But again, I'm nervous about every game.
I know, right?
Even though I know we're going to beat the shit out of the Rams, I don't ever want to lose to the Rams.
It's why
I live with Rams.
JJ, you're like me. You're worried about the embarrassment more than anything else.
Yeah. All right.
Cowboys
I hated the Eagles. Their fans are just complete dog shit, really. But it's like I really can't get mad at them too much, other than come on, we had the shittiest fourth-string quarterback there is. You want to brag about that win? Really? Even I wouldn't brag about that win.
I mean, really, and why would I brag about it? If they lost Jalen Hurts in the first quarter, I would have nothing to say. I said, well, I don't know who that quarterback was you put out after Jalen, but you made it pretty easy. So I ain't got nothing more to say about that. Apologies, guys. We'll see you next time. All right, Eagles jumped up. Yeah, well, whatever. Whatever. So you really think you would have won that game in that fashion had we had a quarterback? Like you just said, JJ, they didn't score until the end of the first quarter or first half.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? If that defense had been rested, you wouldn't have got jack crap the entire game.
I'm gonna be honest. Like if you look at it, Purdy was 4 for 4 before he went down. He was already on fire.
And that defensive line was better than it is now.
Yeah, you had a lucky play. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good play. Riddick got to him. But that's about it. So, again, I mean, this team is stacked like crazy. The only thing I fear is, again, if I'm not a big fan of Ambry Thomas at all. I'm a little worried there, and I am worried about Steve Wilkes.
Yeah.
No, I won't, Rumble. Please, I won't.
I'm telling you, JJ, get ready. Get
I
ready.
won't.
Ambry can hang. He's gotten better the last 3 weeks. I'm telling you, Devontae's going to have a tough time that day. I just know
Devontae, oh, gosh. Oh, Lord. Another thing, too, is I think we got this, Rumble. I mean, Brock is on fire. Again, it's just Steve Wilkes, please keep doing what you've done in these last few games. You got our coach who people are stealing plays from our coach, not Sirianni.
For years. Okay, JJ, you didn't just now notice that, though, did you? People have been trying to run Kyle's offense for years now.
Hey, Rob, when they have Sunday night games and Monday night and Thursday nights, I notice our plays left and right from every team.
Yep.
I know that play. That's the play we run all the time. That one, this guy right here, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Almost the same sequence sometimes. But, JJ, the 49ers are the standard these days. I mean, it really is true. It ain't bragging. Oh, my God, time. JJ, let me see you, and I owe you some response. I know. I'm going to get you. I'll
you're so full of it, Robo.
Show, don't laugh. I see Big Show laughing. He's been hanging out with relatives. Hey, I'll see you Friday, though, right?
All right, but Big Show's got $50 on the Eagles. I got the screenshot to prove
it. Show, I got a text. Get that. All right, see.
All right, good night, buddy.
Friday. Night, fam.
Later, man.
Oh, God, you gotta love the Big Show. Hey, Tony!
Ronbo, good evening. How are you?
It is a good evening, Tony. Shucks, man. Here we are going down the stretch of the season where the men are going to be separated from the boys, the pretenders from the contenders, and all that fun stuff. And now, here we go. The Eagles, the game that we've been waiting for ever since the schedule came out. And Hassan Reddick, the idiot that he is, been on how many teams so far? He didn't know when to shut the hell up. How do you know, Tony, you played ball, right?
Yep.
Was there anything that inspired you to play ball than find out the crosstown rival or whomever is always saying, man, they can't play no ball, man. I don't know why we even bothered to play this game, man. We could phone that score in. He said that. Now I'm ready to play. You know, Reddick is a fool. I love it. They're going to handle him.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to tell my teammates, man, let them talk. Let them. We'll do the talk. We'll settle it on the field in between the lines. If they want to talk. Just hit them in the mouth. And hit them in the mouth again. And again.
And you put extra energy into it. You inspire.
Yes.
Don't inspire a ball player, especially in a game as physical as football. That's just dumb.
Yes. Yes.
So I look forward to this game. And when Hassan comes racing around that corner thinking he's going to have a replay of what he did before, boy, somebody's going to be waiting on that ass. I just know it. Boy, now he's going to prepare for that.
Ronbo, I saw some power rankings today. I saw Cal Hurst power rankings.
Yeah.
I saw this Goldhouse Sports. And, you know, in the entire NFL, I'm talking about AFC, NFC combined, the number one team power ranking-wise is the Eagles, and the number two team power ranking-wise is the Niners. And everyone I've seen.
Yeah.
Baltimore's 3.
They're 10-1. And the record says who they are is who they are. So, you can't argue with that.
But the Niners is higher than anybody in the AFC. They're 2.
Well, that's interesting. You know what that has ramifications toward the Super Bowl, doesn't it? You know, because if the 49ers are there, so are the Eagles, right?
No, they're in the same conference.
Oh yeah. No, Eagles are. Yep. No, Eagles are NFC. I thought you said NFC versus AFC.
No, the entire NFL.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Power rankings.
Oh.
And they had the Philly 1, San Francisco 2, Baltimore 3. One of them had Baltimore 4.
See, the Ravens.
They had the Dallas Cowboys 5 and almost threw up 5.
Hey, remember one thing, Tony. What they've done, and they should actually change one part of that process. You cannot give the Cowboys all that love playing and beating 500 clubs and losing all the clubs over 500. That doesn't – they should – you know what? They should subject to the same thing as college does. College brings a lot of factors into determining your ranking. And the Cowboys do not deserve to be anything above 6 or 7.
I think Jacksonville should be higher than Dallas.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I think there's a couple of teams better than the Cowboys that rank them above. And the Cowboys are number 5, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, that's too high. Yeah.
And they got Kansas City 4. It seems like, you know how the balance of power, the AFC had all these dominant teams.
Yep.
It seems like they're coming back down now, the AFC.
And they were supposed to be dominant this year, the AFC. But I don't think anybody knew that the Kansas City Chiefs were going to struggle the way they were.
Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo's the biggest disappointment.
Cincinnati.
Yes, Bengals. Another strange. Yep. Yeah, all the powerhouses. Yeah. Only the Birds over in Baltimore are really living up to potential.
And Pittsburgh is a quiet 7-4. Watch out for them. They're quiet 7-4.
They did that last year too, didn't they? Steelers are a very strange team. This has been going on for about 3 or 4 years. When was the last year that Big Ben played?
2 years ago, 2021.
Right. Remember, they came out to shoot. Could nobody do nothing with them? Steelers are beating everybody. And then, all of a sudden, the wheels fell off. Because they couldn't do anything but pass.
But you know what it is, too?
What happened to Najee?
That year, last year, it seems like the defense has still been intact all those years, but the offense has struggled with the Steelers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they got rid of that OC.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to help.
But Ronbo, this is going to be a heavyweight fight. Like I said on your last show yesterday, Philly's offensive line is just like New Orleans. Remember I told you how high I am on New Orleans' offensive line, and I can't stand the Aints?
Yeah.
They're deteriorating. Philly's offensive line is deteriorating. I've seen it in Sunday's game. They're deteriorating. And I'm not just talking about Kelsey either.
Yeah, Buffalo's all over them. And Kelsey's getting up there. And, so they can definitely be had.
I do not think their offensive line can match up with y'all's defensive line. I think that's y'all gonna kill them. This is just what I think. I just want your DNs to keep that damn Hurst in the pocket. Don't let them get outside. I know I said this last night. Don't let them get outside.
I think we're going to have a spy on them this time. Although the 49ers don't like to do that type of thing, but it is important for him not to get away, because if you make him stay there in the pocket, it'll be just like the Jets. Robert Saleh says he's not running today. Okay, let's see how well he does now. So,
And Fletcher Cox is banged up, but they still got those two young kids. But they're still young kids. They're learning the game, the two Georgia boys.
Yeah, and that worries me in itself, them being from Georgia. But Fletcher Cox, Fletcher walked off the field barely the other day. Was that last Sunday? Yeah. So, and Fletcher Cox has always scared me to death. I've always had a lot of respect for him.
that dude is country strong.
He is. And if he ain't going to play, Eagles, y'all going to have an excuse, ain't you? And you're going to use it.
And y'all got, you already know, you talk with the other callers, got them beat y'all's receivers against their secondary. They're ranked 29th.
I know.
Defensive pass defense.
They're not. And I know Kyle Shanahan's going to try to abuse that as quick as possible and get that ball out of the hands.
You got to mix it up.
Yeah. Oh, but you can't stop.
Still got to mix it up, though. Don't be one dimensional.
No, that'll never happen. Kyle just refuses to keep throwing the ball. Kyle loves to run that rock. Even when he shouldn't be, he's running the rock. Kyle, you could put him out for a short screen. Kyle, you just keep running out, coming behind center. I wonder if anybody else, any other coaches around the league are saying that. Lon Shanahan keeps running that from scrimmage. He's going to get his ass nailed. I said, I guess he knows what he's doing. He is Kyle Shanahan. I think I should not assume that all the time, but most of the time I trust him sometimes, and I do question him after the game, though.
Hey, and Ronbo, I have the scores here. You talking to one of your callers.
Yeah.
You asked them the question, did the Eagles dominate anybody? The only game they dominated was week 3 Monday night. They beat Tampa 25-11.
Yes.
That's the only one.
Everything else was a contest, a battle, right?
Yep. Week 1, 25-20. Week 2, 34-28. Week 3, 25-11. That's the one I just talked about.
Yeah.
Washington was 34-31. Week 4.
And Washington should have won that game. I was watching that.
Yeah, they only beat the Rams 23-14.
Hey, what's his name back yet? Stafford?
Stafford? I don't know. I don't remember. That was like week 6.
I don't think so. Anyway, go give me some more scores.
And then the next week, that's when they lost to the Jets, 20-14. That loss. Yeah. And then they played Miami. They only beat Miami 31-17.
I know, but Miami's
got 31-17.
Yeah, Miami's got some work to do. They really kind of soft. Miami. How many games they lose this year? They've lost 3 too, haven't they?
Yes. They're going to win that division.
But every team that beat Miami beat them up because they were too tough. So, you can't be physical with Miami. It seems to knock them off what they're trying to do, which is very interesting. Mike McDaniel coming from the 49ers system of we play physical football. I find that interesting. Their defense is not that weak. I don't understand what's going on in Miami losing to – you can't keep losing to blue-chip teams, though, because I think all
because Buffalo put 38 up on them.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, Buffalo – remember when they scored 70 against Denver? The following week, Buffalo beat them 38-20.
Does that make any sense? I thought Buffalo was going to get ran off the field, too. They handle them. So,
yeah. So, Philly, let's see. Then they played Washington again, 38-31. Then the Dallas game, you remember that was 28-23.
Barely got away.
Then they had to bye.
Yeah.
Then they beat Kansas City in the game Kansas City should have. Matter of fact, these last 2 weeks, Kansas City was up 17-7, and Buffalo was up 17-7.
KC
These last 2 weeks.
If I'm the owner,
Yes.
I said, I want to get some receivers in there next year. I don't care what you got to do. Get somebody in here who can catch the damn ball. I got one of the best quarterbacks of all time out there. He's putting the ball right on their hands, and they're dropping it in front of me and God and everybody watching. I'd be mad because some of those shots are clean, uncontested. So what do you do when you drop the ball? Just keep that.
They sacked Jalen Hurts 5 times in that game. They put him down 5 times.
Chris, I seen him.
Yep.
And so they're going to stop Chase, Nick, and Javon, who probably wants him more than anybody on the team. Man.
You know who's going to get him, though, Ronbo?
Eric Armstead.
Those names you mentioned. Watch out. Eric Armstead. Watch out for Cleveland Farrell in this game.
Oh, yes.
Watch out for Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Watch out for Cleveland.
I think he's got a sack now, too. I think he got one just last week or so. I saw his number and name. Yeah, I'm ready.
You can't double none of them.
No.
You cannot double any of them. You're in trouble if you do.
Right, we're hoping you do. Please. Double Nick. You like him the best? Double him.
Please. Yes, sir. Oh, and we forgot Randy Gregory. We forgot about Randy Gregory.
Philly fan had asked Gregory. Question mark. Randy Gregory used to play with the Dallas Cowboys. He actually knows your people, too. Philly fan.
Yep. Him, Hargraves, and Chase Young knows the Eagles.
I got 3. Hey, family. Next time we got it first. I want to talk about you guys leading that division. We're out of time now, but it's gonna be fun to see you guys in the playoffs.
Because we got the Jets this week, and it's Tim Boyle quarterback. We got to take care of the Jets on Friday in New York.
There's a win, and I was impressed with you beating New Orleans last week. I meant to tell you too.
Yep.
Because the Saints thought you
pick six. David Carr throwing a pick 6 in his own end.
See, that's why when 49er fans and I used to get these bitter exchanges, because I like Jimmy G, and I'm not going to take any shame about that, right? So, oh, man, you like Jimmy G, but you say something bad about Derek Carr. Well, because the one thing, Jimmy's done more than Derek Carr. I'm sorry, that's just the truth, So, Derek Carr gets a lot of love for not having did a damn thing. That's fine.
New Orleans is aging. They're getting past their prime. They're aging. But you know what, though? I hope it stays what I mean by stays the way it is if they make the playoffs, because I don't want them in. Because right now, if the season were to end, like I said on yesterday's show, that we are the 4 seed and the Cowboys are the 5. I want to play the Cowboys in the playoffs. We can run them off the field.
The Cowboys aren't going to win all the way out the rest, so you may get that. Man, we got to go, though. Let me see you Friday, and let's continue.
Yes, sir. And you guys got nothing to worry about, in my opinion. I ain't saying it's going to be easy.
No, it's not
but I think y'all got this because of the matchups.
There's too much gap in talent. I just don't understand how they'd win. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'll see you Friday, Tony. Appreciate you, as always.
I'll see you, sir.
All right. Night, Tony.
Good night, sir.
Yes, indeed. Man. Oh, weekend can't get here fast enough. And I know I'm going to be sitting on top of the monitor, top of the light, screaming down from corners of the roof. I'll bring a mobile mic with me. I ain't gonna be able to sit still. God, let's check on JT one more time, see what's going on. JT, are you there? Yeah, JT's out for the night. JT's tired. He just got off work. Fam, I tell you what, though, I'll see you Friday, and bring that score, and so we can have that long discussion, and get ready for Papa Dragon. He's gonna come in and tell us that we need to be concerned. Big Show's going to come right in and tell us, Ronbo, there's no way we're going to win this game. And I don't know why everybody thinks otherwise. That game's going to be lopsided. It's raining. We can't play in the rain. And we're just going to get our feelings hurt again for those who have made themselves believe they're going to win. Show! Stop it! I'm representing the show. Fam, I'll see you Friday. And let's talk some more 49er football. And yes, I want to know what your score is. And we're not going to get mad at you if you don't think we're going to win. Bring it. Let's talk about it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit like. And I can't wait to see you Friday.